alternate land adult with DJ and Ma.
Because that's what the Dipper was. So that infamous year where the Dipper went crazy and it was a fucking fight and they had to pull police from everywhere. That was the girls.
What the fuck is the Dipper?
It wasn't the niggas basketball tournament. Probably outside of the Proviso one, probably the second biggest in this area.
Or the
you know what I'm saying?
Smacker. The Smacker back in the day.
Yeah. Because that shit used to, I remember when motherfuckers from the city used to come. Like Mount Carmel came and like that was back when Donovan and Antoine was playing. Like they came out there. It was a couple times. I think maybe one or two West Side schools came out there once or twice.
How far? Like that rich shit got like what? 4 schools?
No, it was 3. Now it's 2.
Rich South, Rich
In Rich Central, that's it.
Rich Central.
East where I went is closed.
Combined, 2 of the schools.
Well, yeah, they did that, and they did the same thing with Bloom. Bloom used to be Bloom Trail and Bloom.
Township.
But that imagine like Chicago Heights is the biggest suburb out there, and they got basically 1.5 high schools because it's an area. Chicago Heights, that's the ritzy part next to Olympia Fields and Flossmoor. Right. They all go to Central. Right.
On the other side, they go to Bloom.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit is wild. That shit is wild.
You know, that's what Tay saying. He went to both. Got kicked out of Rich, and then went to Bloom. And I'm like, you know, ain't no other schools. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was my introduction to how the suburbs is all fucked up.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying? When they come to schools and districts and this and that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's a school directly across the street from you, dog.
That don't matter.
Can't go.
Yeah.
They want to split everybody up.
Well, it wasn't even that too. It was counties also, but it was population because population shifted a bunch of times. Where it's like a bunch of people, they build an apartment complex in this area, now you get a bunch of people, or they build houses in this area, and now you get a bunch of people. So now you got a school that's overloaded. Right. So we kind of got to switch the districts to kind of balance it out. Or like there was like Rich East was in Park Forest, blocks away, but if you was in Will County, you went to Creek.
Damn.
All the way to fucking Creek. Yeah, nigga. Because there's a borderline where Park Forest is split, where part of it is in Will County, part of it is in Cook County. It is a 5-minute walk to Rich East, but you had to get bused to go all the way to
Park
Creek.
Forest is nowhere near Creek.
We know that, yeah.
See, that's how they did us in Thornridge. So we had Harvey, South Holland, Lansing, Dixon. Like they got Thornton right there.
Yeah.
These niggas I went to junior high with live in Dolton, down the street from Thornridge. But you gotta go to Thornton.
And then they
makes no sense.
And then when they added the TF schools, the Thornton Fractional North and Thornton Fractional South, like they're like, what are y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I never understood that.
Yeah,
it's like y'all trying to split up Lansing.
Yeah, it's like, what are y'all doing? Man, that shit is crazy.
It all seemed like a undercover cash grab for whatever.
I remember Homewood used to be the spot though. Homewood used to have some of the bad but now Homewood is nothing but niggas.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's nothing but niggas in Homewood.
I do remember that good Homewood floss. But
Homewood is so close to Harvey.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it used to be a little like it was. Homewood was like HF was right in the middle and surrounded by nothing but the fucking hood. Heights over here, Harvey over here, Dolton over here.
HF was prestigious.
Yeah, now it's because they had a little fest and shit. They used to be what you would see in the movies, a suburban fest and motherfuckers we're selling our jam and doing all this. Now, nigga, that shit is like Hyde Park Fest. Nigga, that shit cracking. There's nothing but niggas going crazy. It's juke music playing, nigga.
What up, fellas?
What up?
Hi.
Yeah, we took a trip down suburban and everything. It's all right, man.
The birds was really great. It was really great. Great time.
Shout out somebody else in here from the birds. So you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my parents, even though my parents went to Morgan Park, my granddaddy lived right down the street.
I've heard enough about Morgan Park.
Yes, baby.
Like I feel like I could go to the picnic and everything.
Anybody can go to that goddamn.
I feel like I'm honorary. I feel honorary.
You show up, you're honorary. It ain't a hater.
I feel like I wear a jersey and then I'm honorary.
That shit is Jamin Palooza, flag football, and all that shit combined. It's just a culmination of every party you went through this summer. Speaking of, now that we've done all of that, is y'all something over? Y'all something? Is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not over.
That's something.
My summer just getting started. My summer just getting started.
Trump party going on?
I told y'all what was happening.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Nah, school don't start. My baby don't go to school till after Labor Day because she just in the early time. So we got some time. You know what I'm saying? We got a little time. We got some weeks.
My baby gonna go to school starting the 2nd grade. I keep doing these online
It's some
programs.
bullshit. It's some bullshit, though.
She keep leveling up, and so they like, I'm trying to.
You trying to slow it down?
No,
this nigga's crazy.
No. I'm not.
That's
I'm not
I know
trying
what
to
it
slow
is.
it down, but it's like I'm trying to be sure before they push her on. I'm trying to be sure she got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's on a tablet, so it's like. So I ask her.
Did the tablet say she did it? Then she did it.
Nigga, I get an email every day like she is 90% accuracy. She uses I guess they want you on there like 30 minutes a day. Okay. She be on there an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Having
so they
fun
like,
with it.
yeah.
Here's the bullshit, Steve. As good as she is at all that, if she doesn't do well in the test, it won't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
And
so that's why I be trying to give her a test.
they'll put her wherever her age is, and that's the and that shit.
She's gonna drop out of preschool.
Right.
That shit is so bullshit. Dog.
Fuck, I did this shit when I was 3.
And that's the other thing. Shit that she learned early, I still be trying to make sure she don't forget it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I still have her recite the planets. You know what I'm saying? And she'll still spit it out. And I'll be like, all right, you still remember that. All right, you know. Or she'll say something to me that she'll be like, remember something I learned? I'll be like,
Does she recognize Pluto as a planet?
No.
Teaching them wrong, man.
No, she does. No, she'll tell you. She'll tell you. Like if you say you forgot Pluto, she'll say Pluto used to be a planet. It's not a planet no more. It's a dwarf planet. And she can name.
God damn, I know niggas who ain't gonna give you no definition like that.
And she'll give you like, she'll tell you like 2 or 3 dwarf planets, which I didn't know. You know,
2 or 3 dwarf planets. Hey, Kill, what the fuck?
That's what I said. She might not
I never
retain
even
that.
heard the term dwarf.
Yeah, that's what Pluto is now.
Yeah, it's it doesn't make any sense. Only reason they're doing that because they're discovering shit that they thought was stars and shit like that is planets. So they're trying to categorize them, and Pluto fits in those, and it's on the border. So that's what the dwarf planet shit basically means.
Hey, look,
If Mama named the planet, I'm gonna call it.
But also too, and the reason they're finding more planets, which is whatever you think about this, they figured out that like everything is constantly moving. Everybody thought that the sun was stationary and everything rotated around the sun, but the sun is actually, the whole galaxy is moving basically in that.
To the left. That's what
Yeah.
Wu-Tang said.
Yeah.
Universe expands left.
Yeah.
They told me that. I learned that.
Say it like RZA.
Man, I'm trying. My brain was like,
hey, that's what Beyonce was saying.
Right.
Everything's moving.
You know
from
what's
left
crazy?
to the left.
But you know what's crazy? Jizza really has a fucking degree
he's
in
like
physics from
Harvard or
MIT.
something?
From MIT. In fucking physics and quantum physics and all that shit. That shit is crazy. That's crazy.
I also thought he was teaching some classes.
Yeah. But he's legit.
He's for real. With
Yeah,
that.
he's for real with that.
Dude.
All that from the 5% nation. That's what they teach you, though, man.
that shit saved our lives, nigga.
Hey,
That 5% shit saved niggas' lives, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And depending on where you are, they say you lie because you motherfucker run up on you and they be like,
I wish that shit was in Chicago. I'd be mad I don't know it like that. Like I know enough of it, but I don't know.
What you mean it wasn't in Chicago?
No, I'm saying
when we
like
was
when
short,
niggas was bullying
right,
you, like what's the
right,
knowledge to
Right,
that?
indeed.
Right,
Hey, when
You
we
can't
was
go
short,
to your locker unless
they
you
gonna
know.
run up on you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? See, you ain't do your science, God.
You can't go to your locker unless you know today's math.
Right, your
Here's
mathematics,
the thing.
baby.
It's where you was in Chicago, and it was the age too, because there's a generation that was like, nah, it was like that, and especially, I mean, West Side motherfuckers will tell you different. You know what I'm saying? That it was like that to a certain extent during a period because, you know, I didn't get that, but yeah, just. The knowledge was already ingrained in what niggas was on.
I get it. I'm just saying.
like,
imagine a nigga.
It was Muslim. It came from Muslims.
Imagine a nigga 11 years old from 11 to 16 get ran up on by.
And that's your most
You know what I'm saying?
impressionable year. Like you remember shit from that. Like
A word self. You don't know. You
You know
know.
what?
Like goddamn. What?
maybe it's my PTSD because my brother 13 years old, so he used to do that shit with me.
what's the demonstration?
Yeah, like, and I had to know that I had to.
Hey, let's go build. Let's go build real quick.
Yeah.
What's today's mathematics, God?
Study at 120.
Study at 120. What the fuck, dog? What are we doing here? I did not learn none of this in Miss McCune class.
What is today's date?
The 10th, 11th.
I don't do your math.
No, I don't know. I'm saying no. What's the actual?
11, 24.
What that mean?
It's
something?
build knowledge, wisdom, culture. So the eight is build to destroy. 1 is knowledge.
Here we go. Hey, here we go.
I still know my math. I didn't know. No, I know. I still know my math, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that's good. That shit. The thing is, that shit don't go nowhere. If you had a motherfucker run up on you like that and was checking you like that shit ain't going nowhere, man. I'm gonna know that shit for the rest of my life.
The motherfuckers would not stop with that shit.
No.
For real.
You got your God you now?
Okay. What
That would be a gun.
What you call it?
God you now. So GUN. God you now.
I thought he said Goku.
So niggas really didn't understand Wu-Tang.
What's the circumference of the earth?
Man, listen.
We was
How
talking.
much square?
Yeah, that's the.
What's the square root of pi?
No, exactly. What's the square land mass on earth? How much is dedicated to the man? How much water is on? Nigga, they be knowing
How close the moon is to the earth?
Right.
We got Akil with us, man.
The Hebrew Israelites do that shit too.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. This is your first time here, right?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
What episode is it?
You gonna get another round of applause.
I'm trying. My sound effects.
That shit ain't on.
Yeah, that shit ain't on. Like,
Shit delayed.
It ain't on that. I had to do it through my phone.
Oh. Like, dude, what?
You got that. It's weird. Yeah, the fucking lights went out this week and they got reset.
Oh.
Had some technical issues. I forgot to put those effects back in. But we got Akil. Tell them about yourself, Akil. What podcast you do? Where you from?
I'm from the burbs, south suburbs, Dolton. I claim it.
D-Town.
I grew up Dolton, Riverdale, Harvey.
Jesus.
And I went to Esmond.
Hey, none of that made sense, okay?
As a young kid,
all this nigga know is hard water and septic tanks.
None.
Hey, you know what?
Esmond ain't nowhere near none of them places he just said, man.
Not at all. Hey, you know, this is where your grandparents grew up.
Okay.
That's where you start your career at in life.
Man, the villain story starts at grandma's house.
That's when you start your career in life.
man, I'm glad you here too, because we got a Dolton, Harvey, Riverdale native, especially what's happening in Dolton right now. What's been going on in Dolton? Where is she?
No, she had an event yesterday.
Was she there?
I believe she was there.
She was there. She showed up. She showed up.
Look, I got a little special intel and all this shit that I can't reveal, but I know everything that goes down in Dolton.
You was on her side, so you wasn't.
That's what
most people out there was. It was like, no, she. Wait, she did what?
She did a 180. I was on her side until after the inauguration. So everybody who was on her ticket, once she got inaugurated, fuck all y'all.
Right.
Okay. And then when they gave her the township,
right,
her head blew up.
You was mayor and head of a town.
I'm still trying to figure out how the hell that
conflict of interest somehow.
Is somebody is getting a larger cut.
The township the township was in charge of a lot of suburbs like Dolton, Harvey, all of these different ones. But she was mayor of one of those towns. So it seems like conflict of interest.
The dude at the township, he died. So they just
push her in.
Oh, you a new black female mayor? You know what I'm saying? This is new. All right, we
gotta put somebody black in there for the white people take it.
When do you say, you know what? I done probably jumped the shark. I should probably reel this back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I got feds on me. The feds is on me. Maybe we should chill out.
Anything you do is fair once you run.
I'm just saying. But now we're putting that out in the public. That the feds are on me and the public knows this. let's reel this back a little bit. Maybe we done did a little bit too much, too fast.
I should do a video actually.
I think that makes you.
That makes more sense.
In their mind, I think that makes them
In
look
my
guilty.
mind.
When they keep, like if they change course in any way, it shows guilt. You know what I'm saying? They go to that date and be like, well, she was doing this up until this point, and then she started doing it like this. And that's when, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying you can reel it back.
But
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to keep going 1,000 miles an hour to the wall.
Let's
You know
double
what I'm
down.
saying?
But you got to think about when people get power, they go crazy.
They go crazy.
She is a regular ass
Yeah.
black lady.
Yeah, that's all.
And somebody gave her a whole lot of power in a short amount of time.
But she also didn't cover her ass, or she didn't build the relationships. Like when you get all that power, the problem
Especially in
is
politics.
it's a lot of people that do corrupt shit for years. It's that person that ends up telling or treating. It's like what brought it all down. It's you didn't pay somebody back or this or that. You know what I'm saying? So it's you got those relationships on the way up with promises, like you said, in short time, and then when they looking for their kickback or whatever it is that you promised, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spill it.
No words. Hey, bet. Hey.
Because you got the trustees that's against. All the trustees are against.
Right.
Hey, see
That's
what?
supposed to be your.
That's your cabinet.
You're supposed to pay them first.
So what people don't know in Dalton, the former mayor was corrupt.
Oh,
I read on him.
yeah.
So
He
it
was
was
always
like
fucked
they
up.
was like,
Yeah.
let's get him out by any means. They didn't know. Like she was against him. She was a whole different person before the power. So they was getting him out. He was low. They rather have him back right now.
I'm sure.
Because
At least it was order.
He did low bullshit.
Right.
It was a little
At least
bullshit.
it was
little
order.
bullshit.
It's always like
this
that.
Little
blatant
bullshit.
Well,
trash
it's
shit,
always
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
It always gets worse. It don't never. They give you a little bit. Just like when Bush left, motherfuckers, all them memes was like, bet you want us back now. When they had Trump in, it was like, Bush wasn't so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, all them suburbs is wild to a certain extent because wasn't it Harvey who had his police force was a task force? That was
Robbins was
Stones,
corrupt.
yeah.
All it- but you gotta think,
but what I'm saying, no, all of that shit, that little area between Dixmoor, Posen, Harvey, Riverdale, all of that shit, because area-wise, some of them aren't that big. And they all weave in with each other.
Right, but the other part of it
Dixmoor,
is that the local constituency doesn't understand or doesn't realize that you are Dolton Township, blah, 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 but you're still under Cook County. So the sheriffs and all that, so you're getting money, and a lot of this shit is subsidized. So they'll get $40,000 because Cook County got to take care of the county. And Dolton they showing you the books of Dolton, being like, that little thrift show, we didn't make no money on Sibley today. You know what I'm saying? And they, meanwhile, pocketed $30,000 for road, whatever, or what, you know what I'm saying, that the county is giving them, and they giving it to you to allocate. And you take $27,000 and throw an event for $3,000.
Well,
And
there was a certain period, because it goes all the way back. I don't know if niggas know this, but all that shit used to be white, of course, right? Like,
it was corrupt
all that
then.
shit, it was corrupt as fuck then.
corrupt then.
Because there's no reason where, if you look at that area, that isn't a large shopping area due
Should
to
be.
its access to Chicago,
to the
its
expressway
access
right
to
there.
the expressway, that multiple places over there should be a area, right?
Right.
And that tells you how corrupt it is and how long it's been corrupt. Off the backs of then, it was a lot of industry there too. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of factories and all that shit. And once that shit shut down, like
That was it.
it's really nothing there. You know what I'm saying?
They got
It's
married.
space.
Opportunity.
It's the
they
hospital.
got Lightfoot out there. She out there going through the books, nigga. She found 40.
Yeah, what does she do now? I saw that and I'm like,
Oh,
why
she's
the
a
fuck
private-
is
they-
Lori Lightfoot?
her firm.
She's the head.
It's a firm. It's a private firm where, because of her connections, that it's not a private investigation, but more or less, yeah, it is, but for corporate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Looking at the books and going behind this, but because of her connections, she's able to pass. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But it's
Especially
basically
connections.
it's PI work for you know what I'm saying? Investigations and all this type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it helps them because they don't have to put the man hours on it with her investigating and blah 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 blah. You just
Makes
hire
sense.
a private firm. Yeah,
I just know I read Lori Lightfoot and I was like,
yeah,
fuck she gotta
I know.
do
Yeah,
with this
people saw the name, but it's really because she's like most
firm.
politicians used to be attorneys or accountants, or you know what I'm saying. So they go when they get done. The smart thing to do if you still want to make money,
Yeah.
you go back to a firm.
Go back to the firm.
Yeah.
Go to a private
And she's probably not doing anything. she's at the press conference and reading the shit, but she's probably not at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she's a face.
Yeah.
She should have did that shit for free. I'm like, look at this publicity you getting.
Yeah, no, you
This
can
is
milk.
crazy.
You can milk that. You can work.
Niggas
that.
making YouTube channels off of Dolton.
Yeah,
That's
They say
crazy.
she's,
That's
they say
crazy.
The former mayor is she's leading an investigation into Henyard. She was appointed by 4 of the trustees there. So it's political. They probably have some ties, like you said, it's private. Like and they can get some eyes on it. That's the other part of it, because they was having trouble. Tiffany Henyard, it was a lot of the outside looking in, and so it was her word versus them. Don't nobody really know what's going on. And so they could have just hired an investigator, but it would have just been, you know what I'm saying? But once you get Lightfoot out there, you know the news going to show up every day.
Yeah.
And it also attaches some legitimacy, because I don't know if people know this shit, but states, like cities, are funded by the state, et cetera. Like especially small suburbs, they need that state funding. They need that federal funding. They need that. And with bullshit like this happening, they'll be like, oh, we just cut it back more.
But also,
You know what I'm saying?
like you said-
your city is showing a continuance of, because you got to look at it, and people don't look at government like business, but government is business.
Yeah, but
so therefore, if you losing me money, I'm not gonna keep giving you money.
Also, to his legitimacy point, it's Tiffany Henyard, like I said, she's hiding and doing a lot of different shit and explaining it away. And as a former mayor, she can decode it or explain it. You know what I'm saying? She can say, this is what's actually happening. She's telling you this, but this is what it means. I was mayor. This is what, when they say this, they mean this. You know what I'm saying? She can. So it's more than just the investigation.
It's a good asset to have.
Yeah, it's more than just the investigation
asset
of
to
she
have.
turning over what she means. She can also, you know what I'm saying, interpret that shit.
Especially in this situation, it being a mayor, you know what I'm saying, having somebody who's already been there and understand it on a bigger scale. We talking about Chicago to Dolton,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You think she sat it down?
Small.
So let me tell you.
Hey, young lady, I'm not gonna bullshit you. For real.
You fucked up.
Hey,
Like, why? Like, you making
I'm closest.
When I really
said
heard
no
the way
too, goddammit.
the way that drum track was dropping and that loop. Oh no, that's what even before 2 times of all time in that 400 hurdles are all by her.
Damn.
She ran the 4x4. She usually runs the anchor leg. She ran the second leg. It's an even race, right? She ran like a 47-something split, which is insane. I don't think people know how fast that is. And her time, 50:37, she would have qualified for the final in the regular 400 without the hurdles.
Yeah, I heard.
Right. I want you to think about that. Just think about that for a second. Just think about that. She's running without the fucking hurdles. So in that 4x4, nigga, she was gone. And she ran the second leg. The race was done. By the time the fourth motherfucker got it, it was damn near 70 yards difference. That shit was nuts.
Shit.
Absolutely nuts. And the reason people don't know, she got some ads and all that. She's super, 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 super religious. So she's not doing all the bullshit that you'll see her doing some shit, but that's why she's not getting the props. And the race that she runs is not, 400 hurdles is what it is. It's not glamorous, but what she's been doing in that shit for the last 5-6, she hasn't lost a race since 2019. It's
How old is this
nuts.
lady?
She is 25. Well, she just got married to
one
an
Olympics and 2 world championships.
2 Olympics and 1 world championships.
Okay.
She got married to an ex-football player, whatever. So who knows what she's gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That she'll come back. I think she's gonna come back for 28. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it also a young lady from here, from the South Side, that won some gold?
In what?
I
I don't know who's. I don't know who's from here. In what? I don't know who. Okay, let me keep going. Gabby, you can look that up. Gabby Thomas in the 200, insane. Another gold. Then other shit that my man in the high jump who set a personal best and it got to the final and to the New Zealand dude, they both missed. And basically what happens when they both miss the same amount, we can basically say, hey, it's a wrap. We shake hands, gold medal. That's what happened in the last Olympics. My man from New Zealand, to his credit, said, nah, fuck that. Jump off.
That's what we doing.
They both missed the first 2 heights. They get to another height. And
if they agree on that,
it's a jump off.
That's cold.
Both have to agree.
Yeah, they both have to agree because
Fuck this
basically,
shit.
because what happens is, in the high jump, you get to a certain height, everybody misses it, you're both still tied. You can agree to a gold and say, fuck it, we both get gold, or you can say, nah, we want to jump off, and then you start 1 attempt on each height at the height that you're at right now, and then you keep dropping down till somebody makes it. And they kept dropping down, and they eventually make it, right? And he eventually made one. He did, to credit to him. But my man, the thing is both of them had jumped their personal best at that time 2 heights ahead. Oh, see what I'm saying? Like, so it was crazy. Yeah, how much further we gonna go? So shout out to him. McEwen is his last name.
The young lady's name who I was speaking on, her name is Shamir Little.
Yeah, she ran the leadoff leg in the 4x4.
4x4.
Yeah, she ran the lead leg in the 4x4. But yes, that shit was
yes sir.
That shit was all crazy. And no allows went in the 100, and then everything that happened in the 200.
Here we go.
And shout out to my man Tobogo from Botswana. Shout out to Botswana too, because they did well in the 4x4 or whatever, but he won the 2. That's why I'm giving him a shout out, because he won the 2. But go ahead. No allows.
Man, this dude. When
you team Laos or Team USA?
Team USA basketball, specifically Team USA basketball.
Laos is Team USA.
But it's the whole argument. So for those who don't remember, he said the whole thing about world champions in sports here in America, whether it's basketball, baseball, whatever it is, the title of world champions. And he said basically his idea is that what he does in the sport he runs, track and field, he competes in world champions, so therefore he's a world champion.
Niggas that win the
NBA champion aren't world champions.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what that was. Right. Yeah, that was his.
All for this motherfucker to what? Who sent that tweet out? Was that Steph?
I think it was that. It might have been KD.
KD,
or it might have been Team USA. I know KD said
it was just Team USA.
I think KD said something.
Hit him with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, got that bronze over there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Gold here. Shut up sometimes. My thing is, even if you want to bring attention to yourself and to your sport or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There are ways of no,
he did it.
But he did win the gold in the 100. That's why this.
And something he don't run.
And something he don't. That is what is so crazy about this.
And they showed up for that shit.
Yeah, that's what is nuts about this is that he was. Here's the thing. If he would have won, I don't think we would have hit the end of this nigga. Because there's only 2 other track athletes in history to ever do what he was trying to do and win the double in the 2 and the 1, and that's Carl Lewis and Usain Bolt.
It's him right here.
The NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
See, you ain't got to do all that.
But you know where
the United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world.
I'm fucking with it.
We have almost every country out here fighting.
I hope
that's not true. U.S. where it starts.
God, I hope that's
now
not true,
he
fucks
with it. He fucks with it. Which that's another thing that random alternate line of thought, but he ain't got the motherfucking thing. The amount of mixed athletes at the Olympics for the USA, and then the amount of black athletes who have a Caucasian partner. That shit's that's a whole nother thing. Like, that shit's crazy. But I think that's where it stems from, honestly, because I don't know. I remember what the question he was asked, but the hatred that he was coming with it was personal. I guarantee you, a Devin Booker, one of these niggas.
What we talking about?
One of these niggas.
Ahmad said, I can almost guarantee you that this hatred, this beef started because some chick chose a basketball dude over her.
Or it was probably some shit like, hey, he probably had an event happening because, he overseas. He running track events overseas. It's fly. I'm in Milan today. Fly out. And the playoffs is happening and I'm with so-and-so. Right? Whatever, right? I guarantee you it's some bullshit like that.
Or that comment went far in the group chat. Like, it's cool in the group chat and it got laughs. It was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you go on the main stage, it's like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like you could be Eskimo brothers with one of them, right? You say that and be like, oh yeah, right? You Eskimo brothers with one of them, and you say that to her, and you like, world champion of what? And she laugh, and she be like, yeah, I do be laughing if they say that. Da 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 da. She tell her friends, y'all at the pool, y'all kicking it, and now you say that same joke or whatever live, and it's like,
don't hit the sign.
It don't. And too many more people heard it. Yeah. It's a private joke that now is public, and it's not funny because it was funny because it was private. You know what I'm saying? And now it's public. It's like, all right, well, you got it. It did what it's supposed to. It put fire on his ass.
But even then, like, what you just played, he tried to clown them.
It sounds like he talking to a chick.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said that's how it comes off. It comes off as a private world champions of what? They got world champion on their head. We the world, and she like yeah, because y'all on a date or whatever the situation is.
Keep talking. Hey, go ahead. Go
even
ahead.
that she can have it recorded. You know it's out there already, and before you getting ahead of something, before this chick play it, or before you know what I'm saying. Jonathan Major shit happened.
You just did that.
He didn't. All right, losing the 200 is one thing, and I would say this because I watched the shit a lot because it was happening during the day. You know what I'm saying? It was during the day at the time you could watch it. He was wearing a mask during the 100 in warm-ups in the back of the stage. So the whole thing, people like he never tested positive for COVID. He probably actually did because the only reason you're wearing a mask in that space is if something is going on, right? You know, something is happening where you covering your face.
That would actually scare the fuck out of me, dog. Seriously. I mean, if I'm anybody else, a participant,
well, they all know.
Someone in the crowd, anything, you know what I'm saying? Everybody here is unmasked, everybody is open, this and that. And this one nigga walking around here with a mask on. Hey man, come here, dog.
But that's why if you saw anybody, if you look at any Olympic coverage, if you see any athlete with a mask on, it's probably because they tested positive for COVID at some point.
I'm gonna blame you.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna blame you.
Hey, no, but this new COVID ain't that bad. This new niggas still running 200s and shit. Swimming still swimming.
Wait, and this nigga got
still running 200s.
And this nigga got asthma.
Right.
Like, but here's the thing. He did some bad moves. How he came out on the track, because they do your introductions. Most motherfuckers they may shot the crowd, but they're running to their blocks. Everybody's running to the blocks. This nigga came and leaped across the track, shouted, yelling, doing all types of shit. And then, you know, how he looked doesn't help in a lot of circles.
Explain that.
I'll explain it, right? So he had braids in his head and he had what looked like pearls in his head, right? And then on top of that, he had his nails painted in red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that's something.
There's a lot of people who are going to look at that and you're definitely, you know what I'm saying, going to get opinions.
Hey, look,
of that.
That's the first shit they throw out of a nigga they hate.
Yeah.
Well, don't give them fuel. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them the fuel.
Hey, look, but look though. In a sport that don't pay a lot of money,
right? You need exposure. You need that.
I like everything he did.
You have to be cocky like that. He had to.
Speaking of exposure, I was gonna say it was funny because like a couple of weeks before the Olympics started, Netflix got a thing with him. It's about the fastest runner.
Yeah, it's sprint. Yeah, no, it's sprint. Yeah.
So he's one of the profiles that they do, and so you go behind the scenes and you kicking it with him, and he's a cocky nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's not off brand. It ain't.
That's just
that's how he is that way. But he's also like I would say like just an average nerd type. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody
he comes off as one of the young boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say metrosexual because that's one of our terms, but. He come off like that.
Yeah, but everybody
exactly what you just said. Said metrosexual.
But everybody who does what he's trying to do is cocky.
No, I get it.
If you run in,
and I like my athletes.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say most track motherfuckers is
not track. No, track. Specifically,
women's and men's track. Them motherfuckers is cocky as fuck. Hey, I went to Morgan Park. That with the chicks they won that
was probably that year.
They won state every year. They won state every year, and them bras were walking that motherfucker like
Javen. And I guarantee you, there's people on the team that will tell you.
You can run,
Javen. I guarantee you, the people will tell you on the team, the people who won the 100 and the 200 are in their own category. Those are the wide receivers as far as the diva, I'm the shit mentality. Like, everybody who runs track, if you winning, because you're winning, you're going to be cocky, right? But as far as just people who run track,
the fastest is
those motherfuckers who run the 1 and the 2, they're a different level of cockiness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look,
and now that you say that,
look at what Usain Bolt used to do. Do you remember what Usain Bolt used to do when he won races? Would look at motherfuckers, do this, shoot the fucking arrow and shit, fucking dance, do all that shit. Motherfuckers wasn't running the 400 doing that shit. Motherfuckers ain't running the 800 doing that shit.
Noah Lyles is
1 and the 2, same shit.
Damn.
This is his first time doing the 1, but he's known for the 2.
I'm saying though, is he putting up those same distance numbers, those same time numbers as the same boat?
No.
Okay, okay.
No,
So
but he was
let me-
attempting.
let me-
Here's the thing. No.
Did y'all see the? Wait,
he
did y'all
was
see
a
the
world
stat?
champion.
Did y'all see
in
the stat
two.
that Carl Lewis's fastest time that made him number one is the slowest time?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
The 4x4, the 4x4 relay. If you got at under 3 minutes, just like 2:59, you were winning. You were getting a medal, nigga. Under 3 minutes, you're in last place. Like you're done. What are we doing here? They running 252s, 250s.
Crazy.
Which means everybody's running 44s.
I want to go
That's
to the.
nuts.
But it makes sense though. The evolution just on you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
The technology, you know what I'm saying?
I still say that hurdle shit. I don't think people
Hey,
understand.
no, when you said hurdles,
running over, and it's the low hurdles and it's the high hurdles, but
I don't give a fuck. You got to keep jumping over some shit.
hey, look, and shout out to fucking. I don't care about networks, but the coverage of Peacock and NBC, how they did it,
very well.
You can go and watch whatever you want to watch. But there's a video that they did with it was the World Championships in her time that she ran in the 400 hurdles. No, they just put a little icon.
Okay.
In the final race for the 400 and where she would have finished sixth in the fucking finals.
That's crazy.
If she's running over hurdles, everybody else is running regular. She would have finished sixth.
That's amazing.
Insane, dog. That shit
What was a 400?
Yeah, she runs a 400. She only runs.
That's insane,
Her only race is the 400 hurdles and the 4x4.
That's crazy. That lady has the stamina of the juggernaut. Goddamn it!
They had the Noah Lyles stat that where the speakers, I guess the starter pistol, instead of using that, they got the speakers behind each runner. He won by 0.8 seconds.
They showed you talking about when they showed the.
They said if they would use the starter pistol,
he would have lost because it takes that much.
It takes
you know what I'm saying?
0.5 seconds to get over there. I'm like, damn. These motherfuckers was losing back in the day.
I had to read it twice because I'm like, wait, okay,
like before they changed it, you got to think of the runners that lost by 0.5 or 0.6, and they like, nigga, that started. I didn't hear it. He took off. And then, he took off before me. Like he cheating, or he claiming he cheating, and now they're like, nah, you heard it before you.
And there's another crazy shout out too. There's a woman, Faith Kipyegon from Kenya, 3 straight gold medals in the 1500. 3 straight gold medals in the
1500.
Yeah, 3 straight.
Is that a marathon?
It's a mile. 1500 is it's just under a mile.
Okay.
Because 16 is a mile, but 3 straight gold medals in the Olympics in that race. There's a wrestler from Cuba, 5 straight gold medals. The man is 40-something years old.
Doing what?
Wrestling.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
He left his shoes in the ring.
Look, he retired after I'm not lying. After the Tokyo Olympics, he retired from competitive wrestling and basically just trained for the next 4 years for the next Olympics. Yeah, he won 5 straight. Cuba. Yes, his last name is Lopez. I can't remember his first name.
Akil.
Yeah, and then here's the other crazy shit as far as running. There's a runner. I can't remember the name. They ran the marathon. They medaled in the marathon. 10,000 and 5,000 in a matter of like 5 days. I don't know if people understand how long that is you're running. That's a lot of fucking running.
Is long.
A marathon, 10,000 and 5,000 and medaled in all of them. One of them was, I think it was gold, silver, and bronze. I think it was gold in the marathon, silver, and then bronze. That's insane. Like that type of shit. Just see. That's nuts type of shit. And it's the shit that we don't talk about.
The one thing I do
I feel like
appreciate about the Olympics is that it does highlight athletes, like true athletes. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no Greco-Roman until you get to the Olympics, and it's like, nah, hey, go USA, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about synchronized swimming, but hey, you bras better be on point, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? For real.
I don't think in like water polo, right? Like men's water polo, I watched like maybe one match for the US. Fam.
That shit is wild. No, I watched. They went into overtime.
Swimming, dog paddling to stay up. If you can't really swim or whatever, it's gonna be insane for people, right? But imagine a motherfucker grabbing your nuts underwater and punching you and elbowing you and doing all types of shit. Like that shit is. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Hey, look, I didn't watch the men's, but I watched the women.
Yeah.
It's some
Chicks is rough.
And when they get out, there's some thick ones under that water.
Swimming, volleyball, these things.
I didn't know water polo had.
Swimming, they got to keep them legs. Oh shit, about to get a cramp. But they got to keep them legs moving.
Oh, biking too.
Y'all saw the.
Got to keep them legs moving.
I saw speaking of the Olympic beef, the Simone Biles shit.
Jordan Childs, you mean?
No, I'm talking about Simone Biles when she talk shit to old girl,
Oh,
calling them lazy.
Call them lazy.
But besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. Just notice, like, I mean, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic, like, and it's hard too because it's a safe sport. Like, coaches can't get on athletes and they have to be really careful what they say, which in some ways is really good, but at the same time, to get to where you need to be in gymnastics, you do have to be, I feel like, a little aggressive and a little intense. I feel like, you know, Russia's not going to be there, so they don't have to have the stress of Russia. And then what other teams
Who the hell
really
is
are
this?
there?
She's
I mean,
an
there's a lot of
ex-gymnast.
teams
That was on the team. She used to be on the team with Simone Biles. She is no longer there because it's another young. The controversy originally was because there's a Michaela that was currently on the team that people were thinking that was the Michaela that they were talking about, and this Michaela is not on the team.
First name Michaela?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them first name. They're spelled differently, obviously, but yeah. But that she used to be on the team. She is an Olympian. She did win medals, et cetera, et cetera. The reason this is a controversy is because she tweeted. No, I didn't know about this, but because she tweeted out a monkey.
Jordan Childs?
No, she tweeted out because this was a couple weeks ago. She tweeted out a monkey emoji, a couple months ago, in reference to She tweeted out a monkey emoji, and that was
the Biles. That was
it was to the team. It was to the team, and it seemed like because she didn't make the team. Well, it's her and Jordan Childs, and there's another. I forget. There's another.
So Simone Biles then. When the team wins gold, she takes a picture and says, "Look what lazy got you gold."
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And so
that's the hey.
It's kind of like the. It's kind of like the.
Take that with you.
It's kind of like the Noah Lyles and Team USA shit, where it was kind of a battle within the USA.
But the difference is this white lady.
Wait, hold on. The public started getting involved. And they started intimidating and attacking her and going at her. And she don't compete. You know what I'm saying? So they started talking about her and shit. And so she turned into a white woman.
Care?
Mm-hmm. Stop it, guys.
She carried it out?
Hey, Simone, tell your people to leave me alone.
Hey, tell your people call your people. Hey.
Because I know we did the recap on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of you guys had misinterpreted or misunderstood exactly what I was meaning or had said. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I was talking about wasn't always necessarily about the current team, because I love and support all the girls that made it, and I'm so proud of them. It was more about going back into my own gym. Just the work ethic is different compared to when we were doing gymnastics in the Marta era. And I'm not sticking up for Marta or saying what she did was good. I'm just saying it was different. So anyway, sorry for anything that got out of context or seemed hurtful. That is never my intentions. And seriously, throughout the video, I was so pumped for the girls, and it was so fun watching trials and doing a live with everybody. I love those girls, and I'm seriously so happy for them. So I would never do anything to make them feel otherwise. So
sounds pretty genuine to me.
Man, that shit sounds like PR bullshit, dog.
Take your punch.
Hey, man, you know what you do? You ask AI.
This is before they want to go.
Apology.
Her coach was
to the USA, and this is what it would sound like.
Her coach was also one of the coaches that was behind like trying to get certain shit that Simone Biles was done kicked off the books because she couldn't compete because they're roughly the same age.
Wait, stop. Her coach was trying to get.
So there's
because I know.
Yeah, there's.
I already know. If y'all don't know this,
no,
Simone Biles can do all types of things that they will not allow for her to actually do because no one else can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, what you're telling me is her personal coach was pushing for these certain things that she would also use in the Olympics to get these medals to not be used.
It was personal to her because she couldn't. They came to a certain point where she no longer was making the Olympic team. You know, the Olympics, especially for gymnasts.
So we gonna throw tax on the road,
like, Simone, no, because Simone is competing at an age, and no, what it is if I can even the playing field, and we can only do these things. Her thought is that Simone Biles can do these things that no one else can do, and because for example, if her degree of difficulty is high and Simone Biles takes a step, it doesn't really matter that much because her difficulty is so fucking high. You have to take a step because if other people try it, they're breaking their leg.
Their ankle.
That literally happens. So if I can get that eliminated from the sport, which other things have been eliminated from the sport, like certain things you can't do on the beams and flipping off and certain releases because motherfuckers have broken their neck, etc. Whatever, right? So it was on that path, but it was specific to.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
Well, so what we just heard was before they actually won gold. They win gold, and then the public really comes at her ass and is like,
Sure.
What do you say now?
We're going to show and prove.
And they kind of taking up for Simone because Simone is, kind of sent a shot at her. So
Hey.
they don't send a shot.
Hey, whoa. Simone Biles is with us, okay? Her husband played for the goddamn demo. She with us. She from the crib, goddamn it. Let's go,
Simone's
man.
latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of
Is she crying?
hateful comments, DMs, articles, and emails. Hate that includes
Y'all laughing at a woman
death
crying?
threats to me, my family, and even my agent. So to Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Please ask your followers to stop.
Hey, what the fuck is this?
She made it her fault.
Yeah,
Man, she said even my agent got death threats.
I shouldn't have said what you said.
yeah, nigga. And the thing is, it wasn't just because here's the thing: Simone Biles is beloved by. It ain't just us. Like she's beloved, especially because what happened.
She's a doll.
But
she
also,
is a walking doll.
Also, too, you have to add what happened to her in the last Olympics and the mental shit and how she broke down and came back and all this. And again, and the age she is. She's 27 competing. That's old. Nigga, that's old.
That's
She
old.
like LeBron out there.
That's
No
how-
bullshit.
She been what?
I think this is her
Second?
third. This is
Is it
second
the
or third.
third?
It would have been a
What's it?
third. She didn't compete last one. She missed. It would have been a
It
third.
would have been a third.
Yeah, I think she's gonna come back for LA. But then again,
Of course she is.
but no, I say this with all women athletes. You never know, especially when they're married. They may be like, you know what? I want to settle down. I want to chill. I want to raise
Staying
a
on me
family.
for not considering
That's a consideration
You
for
think
all.
LeBron
of them.
doing that? You think he's going to make LA in 4 years?
I hope not.
Yes, because he's gonna try to stay in the league for.
You think
hope
LeBron could be in
Hell no.
They was talking about that at the last Olympic, after the game was
Yes,
over.
because he want to break KD record.
He ain't gonna be playing.
I hope not.
This nigga is not about to play.
Because
He's going to take Steve
in the
Kerr.
Olympics.
He's going to fucking be coach.
Yeah, he'll be a coach or something.
I think I'm
Playing?
correct. KD has a scoring record, but more importantly, he has the medal record, right?
Yes.
He could
Yeah.
play.
That's why I think not the scoring record.
could be
'cause he's not gonna
Halliburton.
get the scoring record.
Right.
He got the scoring record.
But the
He
medal,
wants
but
the medal
the,
record.
the medal record, he may come back because KD's not coming back.
They can't give LeBron a
KD's
jersey
not
and he
coming
be
back.
Halliburton. He just
Steph's
sit on
not
the
coming
bench.
back.
I agree.
KD, Steph, Embiid. I'm trying to think of people who probably for sure are not coming back. I don't think Embiid's body is going to hold up for the next 4
Embiid
years.
is done.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
if
I don't
y'all
think
want to
his
get
body
into
will
some league shit, that nigga's done. Hey, toast.
He was playing like he was done.
Hey,
He was
toast.
playing like I ain't never
That
coming back
man's
here.
toast, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all who got happy about getting Paul George in Philly or whatever, now y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what? Hey,
How far you think
I
he's going to
think-
make it in the season?
semis.
No, how many games?
Wait, how many
40
games?
Joel
40,
Embiid.
45.
Out of 82?
We'll make it this
45.
season. How
45
How
over
early in
under.
the season do you think Joel Embiid will go
Or
down?
50. 50.
That's a different question.
50 over under.
Do you think he will complete the
Okay,
season?
that's a better 50 over under. I'm gonna go over by like 2 games. But that's still 30 games missed. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he take it after the
Man.
All-Star game off.
See,
Until
see,
the playoffs.
See, this is when you don't have the right people in your ear. You don't have the people who are actually looking out for your best interest in your space. When that man went down with that knee, you don't do nothing. You're done. Go sit down. If the team does this, if they don't do this, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? You get yourself in order so
Yes.
that you can give that at least closer to that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Than that 45 that you limping in on. You know what I'm saying? That's actually more of a hindrance than actually helping.
He also needs to get in better shape because he's not like Joe.
Same thing. No. It runs under the same thing.
Because-
Since I know you don't do all that shape shit or whatever, Why am I about to push you, rush you back?
But the thing is, Jokic always plays
Ego.
like a short, like he's a short, fat guy.
That's what he
And
is.
he just happened to get tall.
Him and Luka.
But
they play the same way.
no. Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
Why Luka was he in the Olympics?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Got his ass
No, they didn't.
marked.
They didn't make it.
No, they didn't make it. In the,
Slovenia didn't make it.
In the what's it called?
So that was my out.
And they played Jokic.
Hey, and we can.
I made a bet thinking Luka was on our team. I'm like, fuck, I forgot he wasn't from here.
Hey.
I did the same.
Triple double.
No, I did the same thing. No, I did less because I have so many stars. I'm like, he ain't gonna play that much. They had him for like same thing with Jokic. They had him for.
It was only two of the motherfuckers that was on Slovenia.
What was when Jokic played? When they fucking played Bogdanovic and that other
Germany.
No, it ain't.
No,
Serbia.
Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic
That's
is
Serbia.
on
That's
Serbia.
Serbia. Yeah, that was the US. It's Bogdanovic. It's two of them.
Bogdanovic and Jokic was in the league, but there's a dude that's not in the league on their team.
Armanovic.
Yeah,
Armanovic.
Him and Curry was going back to back. Every time he would hit and look at Curry, Curry would be like, "Bah." But at one point, Curry was like, "Damn, this nigga keep hitting." Like they was tired.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
On some political shit, imagine if Yugoslavia never breaks up, which means that if
That's
Yugoslavia never breaks up, then that means Luka Doncic and Jovic are on the same team.
One team.
That would be a basketball
with Bogdanovic,
with the Bogdanovic and Croatia is in there. Like that team would be insane. Like,
well, I'm glad they broke up.
Tough.
It also allows more people to go to the play.
France
more people to go to the
France ain't no hoe though. France ain't no hoe.
dude.
France
I bet
ain't
fucking
no
Wimbiana
hoe.
forgot he was from France.
Hey,
They like seven.
Wimby was snapping.
They was like 18 points for Wimby. I'm like under.
But that's
can't even
that's
pronounce
why
it for France.
But that's why they were booing Embiid like they were, because Embiid had agreed to
play
play
for
for France because he could play for France. He could play for
the Congo.
Cameroon, or he could play for the U.S.
Wow.
And he had said he wasn't gonna play for the Cameroon.
How'd that go? Just based on your parents?
Nah, it's your parents. It's where you were born, where you lived, and where you can get citizenship.
That's
So
for
he
example,
got
citizenship in France, though, right?
No, it's because he could get citizenship in France because he lived.
All you gotta
in
do is
France.
be eligible for it.
So when he left Cameroon, he lived in France before he came to the U.S. So being that he was born in Cameroon, you can always play for Cameroon wherever you were born at.
I was there.
And then being that he lived in France,
I was a resident there for about 4 years.
And then being that he currently lives here and gets money here, works here, of course he can, he's a U.S. citizen, etc. Like, because there's like, for example, the France women's team has Gabby Williams on their team. She was born in fucking Nevada. She played at UConn, and she plays for France.
Very weird.
Like, I know another girl who her dad coached at University of Missouri in Texas, Mike Williams. She plays for Serbia because she's been playing overseas. Yvonne, like, she plays for Serbia because she's been over there for a while. There's a bunch of players, especially in women's basketball, who do that type of move because, again, getting in that team is tough. Nigga, the gold medal game, Sabrina Ionescu did not play until like the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about Jason Tatum. Like, there's Diana Taurasi played every game leading up to this. Granted, she's 40. She did not play at all
Wait a second.
in this gold medal game.
Wait. I'm glad you went there with that. I think that's some new shit, some new age shit on how people. Or how people look at certain things, especially basketball, whether it's Olympics or not. Nigga, you got him on the squad. How come he did? If you look at any of those Olympic teams, any of them, they are superstars that ain't getting burned, and it has nothing to do with nothing more than matchups and this or that or whatever.
Because the game is different.
Nothing more. And I think every rip, the Olympics and the World Championships exposes the NBA and its shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, like there are no touch fouls in real play. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no all this stopping the clock shit. You know what I'm saying? No, motherfucker. Yeah. Goaltending, no. What are you talking about? After that ball hit that, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it that much more competitive, that much more tougher. Oh, man. I'd rather have those world rules just be the blanketed understanding. You know what I'm saying? It shows every fucking rip, but I don't like folk like they were talking about that Tatum shit. Okay, where you gonna put Tatum in at?
Where he would be playing is LeBron James.
Okay,
And
who's after LeBron James on that pecking order?
Look,
Kevin Durant. Stop playing with me.
There are three players on this team that won the gold medal. That if you take anyone off of them, they may not win the gold medal.
They may not win.
And that is LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And the fourth place is Anthony Edwards, but it's not for what he did offensively.
It was early.
No, it's not for what he did offensively.
Defense?
Defensively, in that gold medal game when he came. Oh no!
I saw the back end.
When he came in the game in the second quarter, I'm locking Fournier up. He ripped Fournier once, got a turnover, came down, ripped him again, which forced them to call a timeout, and they were pumping his chest. Then he came down after that, after the timeout, hit a three, and he was full court press on Fournier, locked his ass up, but that changed the momentum of the game because at that point in time, Wemby was getting money, and you know what I'm saying. You could see that they were getting into somewhat of a rhythm, right? Yeah. Because early in the game, it came out. I mean, it's the second play of the game. KD come down. He get the ball. It's kind of in transition. He tried to cross Frank Nichols. I can't pronounce his last name. Nicoliana. They used to play for the Knicks. He tried to cross him, put his shoulder dead into him. So they staring at each other real quick. I mean, this is like a minute into the game. It was like, oh, that's the kind of game it's finna be.
Damn right.
All right, let's go. But it was a good game. France didn't shoot well. USA didn't shoot well, but first half, LeBron kept them in the game. LeBron absolutely. It was LeBron hitting buckets, defending, and then it was Steph in that third quarter.
You do got lady listeners. I want back to the lady.
They watch the Olympics.
They didn't watch that.
They only watched Kari, and that was it.
I know. What about that fucking breakdancer lady? That fucking troller Ray Gunn. That was her name. Her name was Rachel Gunn. They call her Ray Gunn.
Somebody,
that bitch off the
this
stage.
move, the lay down move. Somebody said that's what happens when you throw your child in the bed and they say they want to sleep with you. That's what they do.
That shit had me fucking rolling, bro.
God, that shit. The memes on that shit. I love the memes of the Olympics when they be all the people fucking up the dude that knocked the pole off with his dick.
Oh yeah,
Nigga, all of it, like the memes and all of that shit. Like,
hey, that's some real outrageous, weird ass shit, man. So, this is what it does on the world stage. On the world stage,
that group chat is going
on
fire.
What? Hey, they say a porn company.
Yeah,
250,000.
Hey, nigga,
250,000.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to pole vote ever again, but
that's what I'm saying.
He'll be pole vault with something else.
Here we go.
That's his name. Pole vault. Hey, that is insane.
Oh, that's nuts.
You don't know who I am?
Pause.
Did you hear about the breaking shit though? Oh girl, did you hear about Oh girl?
I'm sure you're gonna tell.
So she studies cultural movement in Australia. She didn't qualify for breaking.
That's a major.
She convinced the Australian. She convinced them to let her on the team because this was part of her research. I'm dead ass serious. So so really, like, she was not out there to actually win nothing or do nothing. She's yeah.
What was she out there to do then?
Just experience. She's gonna write a part. This is part of her college
dissertation.
Yes.
Hey, did they foot the bill?
Yeah, I mean,
No, wait.
She is a genius.
Hold fast.
And she gonna get an A.
Hold fast. She was the representative for Australia.
I think one.
Yeah,
I think they have multiple.
Yeah.
So they just let a random
eat
off the taxpayers' dollars who had no intentions on winning shit. You know what I'm saying? Just experiencing the Olympics.
They clearly didn't have nobody
This
better.
is man, listen, dog.
Hey, she obviously knew who to talk to.
But they probably
Yeah,
that's connection.
That's
and
the
she
other
probably they also probably wasn't gonna send nobody or something like that.
Well, he said they sent.
I'm
They
just saying it was probably
somebody
that. I'm saying it to fill that spot. It wasn't like she.
But it was. You're right. It's not like it was
they got
a
a lot of
motherfuckers.
people. So it was like,
Here's the thing.
we need 15. We got 11. She like, I can do. I've been studying this for the last. They're like, fuck it, go ahead, get on the bus. Bus leave at 8.
Olympic qualifying for sports isn't what people think it is, because especially like the 3-on-3. the
we
3
learn
on
that every 4 years. We just forget.
Like the 3-on-3 shit, everybody think that the U.S. can just pick 3 people. They can, but they have to go to qualifying events, which means they're going to miss maybe regular season games or games that matter to go to these qualifying events to perform. So yes, you can pick better motherfucking hoopers, but you can't. But you got to go to these qualifying events to qualify. It ain't just the USA can just pick 3 hoopers and be like, yeah, you go out there.
Those was the first content.
It don't work that way.
Them niggas was out there like they had all the time. Like we ain't got cameras. You want to go hoop in front of people that do got cameras? Like,
did you know Rick Barry had another son
recently?
He was on the 3-on-3 team.
I wish you
nigga.
hold on.
Nigga. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know that?
He had a lot of sons.
No, but y'all didn't know that's Canyon Barry was on the 3-on-3 team.
Is that recent? I mean, is that
no?
Is he 18?
He's damn near 40.
Tell me how old he is. I knew it myself.
He's damn near 40.
Okay.
He's damn near 40.
I knew about him.
Yeah.
I seen him in the halftime show.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm going to tell you where you seen him.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to tell you where you seen him.
Nobody, Hoopers didn't know that he had a third son.
You won't let me fucking tell you. Anytime they do a halftime show on the Berries and they show that family picture, that little nigga was in the picture. You seen the nigga. You knew how many. You know how many kids he had. You just didn't follow his career.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't follow. All right. Everybody knew that nigga had a lot of fucking sons.
So you knew that. Okay.
So you just didn't follow his career.
So how long did it take before you knew Peyton was the second oldest and not the oldest son of Archie Manning?
And you know they talk about
4 years after.
Exactly. You say you still didn't know that?
I don't think I can.
No, what I'm saying is in the same. But no, it is in the same way you talking about pictures. No,
yeah, that's the brother, right?
Yes,
he had a commercial.
Yeah,
you know, Canyon, he don't get no. Canyon don't get no.
Canyon get no.
But Tucker get love.
Tucker Manning.
Yeah, you get
the other big head ass.
But what I'm saying, the same factor that you put up a picture of motherfuckers like you didn't wait. There's because
your original question was, did you know Barry had another son? No. He had the original 8 or whatever he had.
No.
One of them just
We was thinking he had. But he's not. He's not.
He's 40 years old.
And
we've
the
seen
other
this
ones,
nigga before.
But
he's been on somebody's basketball court around this.
And no one knew he had another son. Even Hoopers did not know that Canyon Barry.
No one had another son.
Again,
no one knows that hoop.
You keep saying yes, and no one knew who he was.
No, because
that's different. Knowing who he was and knowing he had another son is
no one knew he had another son.
You can't say that.
You still say it.
I'm gonna keep saying it because here's the thing.
You're gonna be wrong.
Steve, you want to say I'm not wrong because people who follow basketball and follow hoop was like, oh shit, Canyon Barry. I didn't know Rick Barry had another son
that hooped.
No, that followed hoop. I'm talking about reporter. All right, you
no. I don't got shit else on the Olympics. Y'all want?
No, I ain't got shit else on
the memes. When is it over though? How long?
Today.
Oh, this is the last day?
Yeah, well, yesterday really was.
We did a good job.
Yeah, yesterday was really the last day.
China got more goals, don't they?
I think so. What? I can't remember
because
we just they wanted. I don't know if the basketball was included in that.
That nigga Snoop got to close it out. I feel like they got to cut the lights off or something. You got to do something.
Shit.
Yeah, for all that money he getting,
get him out of bread.
I wonder how much he really gets.
What is
he's probably getting
50 a day. Or
no,
$250.
$5. I heard $5. It started the first article said $500 a day, which is for I think it's 21 days in total.
What's his manager?
Now he also is going to be on The Voice, so I don't know if
it's part of the NBC contract.
Here we'll give you this, and that is a breakdown of this for this. And okay, think of this part as a signing bonus, and then he's still, you know what I'm saying? Like if you, whatever. But he's going to be on The Voice.
I want to see the map of every time Snoop Dogg changed manager, and then look at his career differently. Like. Did he change managers that then go with Martha? Change managers that then do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, how many times, or do he got the same man? Like, this nigga blew up with him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
that first
you gotta change,
he definitely,
right? He ain't got the one
I would definitely say he does not have the same manager from Death Row to No Limit. That right there is already going to be a difference.
That's a fire.
Right, that's
that was
already
a fire.
right there. Right.
Like, it's
and then
just
from Nolan
that,
into the
that
next
chart
one,
of his managers,
I don't know.
Like, that shit is
then, like now, he's, because you remember, he owns Death Row. And he is also, I forget what his position, he has a position in Def Jam.
Yeah.
Oh,
He has a position in
He's
Def
still the president.
Yeah, the president, yeah.
Because he signed Benny, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he has a position, you know what I'm saying? And again, he is CEO of Death Row.
Yeah, but it ain't really doing nothing. It ain't competing, but it is.
No, I'm just saying as
You
far
got all
as,
the old catalog
when you say
and all that.
management,
Yeah,
that's
I get that.
as far as how many different turns in the management, that,
Like, you
that
talk
may be
about,
another one that is like,
the lady
oh,
from
somebody
Australia
else
called
is
the
like-
right people. Who the fuck, like, motherfuckers and his peers are just now trying to get stars on the Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like, they paying the people to, what I got to do to get that? I want to get in line for that. You know what I'm saying? 2 years, I bet. I give you $2 million, whatever they got to do for that. This nigga is like, that's small. I want to light the flame. Remember when Muhammad Ali did that shit? I want to do with my, like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga stepping and he ain't got no talent like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Muhammad Ali fought in Zaire. He fought all over the world. This nigga Snoop is just...
Snoop has had three
Snoop.
managers with
He's the biggest
his
rapper
wife
ever.
being his manager now.
His wife is the manager now?
He is the biggest rapper ever.
Oh, money. This nigga... she taking her 20% too, I bet, off the top. Like, they,
Off the top.
And he
That-
still got to pay
again,
for, like, the lights or
Yeah.
something. Hey, we lay on the lights.
Hey, you don't think that was a
ComEd call,
contract?
goddamn.
You don't think that was a contract workout and a breakdown?
Hey,
So you want to do what you want to do, and this, that, and the third, and this,
So,
that,
so
that,
check
that.
this
Again,
out.
You can find all these broads.
No,
It's
probably
cheaper to
what she
keep
said.
it. It's
She
cheaper to
probably
keep
wanted to
it.
be a manager, and he like, all right, who you gonna manage? You ain't gonna be working around all these niggas. You know what? I got something for you. Look at my book. If you can do my books, you can go on and manage. And then he flooded her with shit.
Maybe.
Kept her busy.
I like your answer better. Hey, that fan was like, shit.
He
It's
got
probably
caught up
easier
again.
to do this. Do it this way.
Keep her ass busy.
Yeah, look, this nigga
Yeah,
got.
go
Hey,
ahead.
look, she caught him up again.
Hey.
But this time she was prepared. She probably went to business school.
Yep,
on the side,
she's smart now.
And
You know
came
what-
at him like, here
you,
we go.
You know what, Calvin? You know what, Calvin? You know what, Calvin? We're not even gonna do this like this. This is what we gonna do. It's all well. It's all well. But
I'm gonna be
you
manager
are-
or divorce.
You're looking to re-up next month, and that first name
She gave that nigga
that
the
need to
choice.
be me.
And then told him, think about the kid.
Think about him.
Right.
Think about
You better
the
think about him.
You could be.
You gonna be paid. You gonna pay one way or another, motherfucker.
Right. You can let me be manager. I'm gonna divorce you.
How you want to do this?
I don't know. That might have been like broke Snoop.
No such thing.
I'm saying Snoop had a period where he wasn't making too much money.
Okay, but
Making
you
less
talking
than he
about
is now.
Yeah, like
talking about
look,
being
Crows,
manager
he could have
now?
been like, all right.
being manager now, and that was 2021.
I think this is
So
post
she been
Martha
manager for the
Stewart.
last 3 years.
Hey, look, he could have told her.
I think this is post Martha Stewart for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. She ain't like that shit.
Because here's the thing, once he got attached to Martha Stewart, that put him
Different,
in a hole.
different understanding.
Outside of this nigga going to
you
jail
the
for
one.
a certain list, he's
You the
gone.
one.
As
You the
popular
one.
as Eminem is, Snoop is still more popular. Meaning that the fact, as much as still now, Eminem is still going to be top 5 in
Well,
listens
hell,
and streams and all that, and no
You saw
new
who
album and
was
all that.
the number one
Snoop
rapper
is
on
still
Family
popular.
Feud, right? The number one rapper on Family Feud was Snoop.
Yeah. Yes.
And there's no way in niggas that listen like
That's America.
What the fuck?
But
But then you see these Olympics. You see this and that or whatever. The
It's
global
reach.
impact.
If you
know what I'm
ask,
saying? It's
if
like,
you ask people who know nothing about rap,
Okay.
name a rapper,
Snoop Dogg,
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg,
That's why it's so
Around
crazy.
the world.
Snoop Dogg.
Around the world.
That's why it's so crazy when he like in Long Beach or wherever in LA and he hop on a verse with somebody for $10,000 or for free or because you know what I'm saying, you wanted a homies
About to put you
or
on
whatever.
real quick.
And they don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? It's just be like, he ain't promoted. He ain't posted. It's like, nigga,
Jesus
you,
Christ, boy.
Yeah. But they don't realize. They 19. They 21. You know what I'm saying? They would much rather have him post about them than to do the verse. They don't realize that that's more time. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't realizing it. And it's like, nigga, Amazon is paying this nigga $35 million for 3 years and you just got something. Like, put your shit next to Amazon. Like, do something. Like
That nigga was crip walking at the Super Bowl, fam.
Gotta love it.
That nigga could walk everywhere. That shit exact. He smoked weed in the White House, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying.
They like, and it's part of him where they be like, I don't smoke. Don't bless my shit. Go
Right,
Before,
I'm gonna be cool.
So I can say Snoop smoked it. You can't.
I'll be cool.
before it was cool to say that, right? Before it became legal everywhere, he was still moving around in that way. Like motherfuckers knew, like, oh, Snoop smoking. Snoop was here.
It's like his weed smelled different. People accept it. They be like, nah, you can't smell
No, you smell that? That's
that
You can't even pass it to you. Come on, no.
Right.
Only you, Snoop.
Be in spots nobody else can smoke, but Snoop can smoke.
that shit's whack.
That shit gotta be crazy.
I get arrested. This
That gotta be
is
crazy
whack.
if you with him.
Hey, that shit's
They like
whack.
go on, light up, and he pull it out, and you like,
Motherfucker.
like nigga.
Hey, man, let me hit that Snoop. Fuck.
Did y'all see the T.I. son?
Well, tomorrow.
Okay. T-O-R. No, damn. T-O-M-O-R-R. R-O.
No.
That is it.
No, it is. It's both.
Was that real?
Yes, this is real.
That is 2 Chainz son.
It's 2 Chainz son, who's younger than him.
He sound like he's 6.
I thought that was tiny.
Had a double.
I don't have to cut shots. God damn. God damn.
Let me hear it again. Let me hear it again.
Hold on.
Okay. T-O-R. No, damn. T-O-M-O-R-R. R-O.
No.
That is it.
No, it is. It's both.
Wait, Halo, wait.
No, it's both. T-O-M-O-R-R-O-W.
Oh, I didn't have a double.
The reason I gave it the key,
Hell no. That's
the
funny.
last thing I'm spelling right is tomorrow. I ain't gonna even lie.
Oh,
I
but you ain't
put
spell
whatever,
tomorrow?
just as long as you, I put Tom Rowe.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, man.
Hey, what? Tom Bro ain't tomorrow.
You know what he mean.
I don't. Tom row your boat.
That nigga said he just forgot the W, man.
What?
T.I.
Why would it
son
take
Chainz-
that? Why would it take that long to spell tomorrow? When you was a shorty, you would learn to sound things out, right? It should have never taken that long to spell tomorrow.
He also is older than 2 Chainz son.
No, I don't even want to get into that aspect of the whole.
Yeah, you know, you spell
About
check.
10
Spell check. You.
Yeah, it's
you
he's
don't
like
have-
much older than.
So let me
You
ask
don't have to know how to spell
Do you
anymore.
think he ever knew how to spell tomorrow, or he just forgot? It just went away. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think he never got that. That's a
Given-
long word.
especially given
That's a long word.
The spelling sheet that they give you.
You're like, God
He
damn
don't
it!
even look like he right where that would fit. He look like he right like crayon.
given everything that I've seen from Fam 2 and what he been on,
He ain't they he ain't they proudest moment. You know what I'm saying?
he's the one. He's the one that kind of. Because the rest of them, like, here's the thing. You know how opposite to be like, sometimes I'd be like, oh, some fans be like, we got one good one and all of them bad. It seemed like they are actually pretty, got their head on straight, they all right, you know what I'm saying?
He
And
still
you
live
gonna
at
get
home.
one
Then
that's
there's
like,
the one.
He still live at home.
What?
Like I'm saying, he still live
That
at home.
dude? He looked like
I thought he lived in the grandma house.
he looked like 20 something.
He back and forth. Like
He
he's
back
still
and
getting
forth. But
watched.
tell
Is what I'm
everybody,
saying.
yeah,
They ain't
his
set him up.
He
yet.
in the
Like,
trap at his grandma's house. Stop
his
playing.
parents can clearly afford for him to get out of their house, but they want to keep him.
Nah, he in the trap at his grandma's house. Stop
He's
playing.
at the trap, but his grandma lives in the trap.
I don't know why T.I. was sitting
Get
next
the
to
fuck out of
That's
here.
what
Can't live
Here's
in
the
the
thing.
trap.
Fuck out of here,
If
man.
your dad
That's what he
uses
told
big
him.
words and you can't spell use.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think of it that way. That's
Your
weird.
dad uses big words all the time.
Dude, he's a walking
He has a
thesaurus.
great
God damn it,
vocabulary.
walking thesaurus, and you can't spell tomorrow.
That is your mama's child.
Man,
that's a mama's boy.
Yeah,
man, that's tough. There, I don't even know if they should have posted that. That
was on a podcast or something like that. Or
That was on Two Chainz and his son got a
They
podcast.
should have edited that shit. They should not have shown that.
That was the highlight of the moment.
See, only because of entertainment purposes. That's a real problem, dog. If that's for real.
But it ain't shit you could do now. He out of school. It ain't like you can be like, oh, we gonna work on that Monday. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can work on that on Monday. What are you talking about?
Go to your tutor.
He's an
Not
adult.
him, though.
He's an adult.
Remember, he was in the trap. I
You
wasn't
work on yourself as an adult.
You gotta no.
Do you work on yourself as an adult?
Yes, but that's not him. We talking about working on. We're gonna work on that Monday, meaning like I'm gonna help my son.
Okay.
He's grown.
You don't think adult parents help their grown
They got
kids?
into it for standing on business. You think you're gonna get this nigga a spelling test on Monday?
Yeah, what this nigga do for a living?
It's like this nigga.
He T.I. kid for a living.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying it. And it's like
He's gone.
you gotta do something for yourself,
gone.
brother.
It's
I'm
when you-
trying. I'm trying.
It's
dog.
like when you
I try.
overpour into your other kids. You be like, look at him. I'm not gonna let you be like him. You know what I'm saying? And you go hard on them. You be like, Dad, I'm older than him though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Hey, steps. Let him
Overcompensate.
get a job first, like job. Then
See, but
learn how to spell.
even that don't even that don't make no sense to me. Especially how nepotism is. Your father is T.I. If you wanted to go work at a radio station or anything, I mean anything to get some
you
type
gotta
of
be able
self worth.
to, you can't work at a radio station. You gotta be able to read.
That's true.
Fuck. I'm trying.
You gotta be able to read.
I'm trying, man.
Read fluently. Too.
I keep trying, bro.
all day, damn near.
Damn.
He got them oldest sons he got that's not tinies. They're talented than a motherfucker. And they are not using Damani is dope than a
nigga dope.
motherfucker. And he doesn't use
So if you T.I., you be like, that's
a-
his mama.
like
That's
he
his
in his
mama. I
own
clearly got
I'm
good product.
underground, I'm a you know what I'm saying?
His
Like,
mama tainted my semen. Look, she clearly is. My semen is good.
See? Hey,
You see
hey,
this?
hey, look.
Like, and when you put it in this water,
where the other
Put it in this water.
where the other young one at? Because it's another one that's younger than him, right? There was another one that was younger than him.
probably learning to spell tomorrow.
No, he's actually. I think
He in
he
school,
actually.
nigga.
No, I think he actually. I think he actually is okay.
I learned to spell tomorrow. It's crazy.
That nigga's in school because he said younger than him. I don't really got shit else, man.
I know tomorrow will bring.
You ain't gonna talk about
better
your
you.
boy Drake and the
Better.
100 gigs.
I ain't gonna
of
do that shit.
Hey, we can close out on that.
No, we're not closing down, nigga.
This dude here, dude.
You gotta talk about that.
This dude, dog. Just chill. Just chill and sit down.
Well, that's what UMG told him eventually.
Chill. Right. When they put a strike on that shit.
They're pissed at that.
Nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Now who's the boss?
Yes, what are you doing? Sit your ass down and chill. And chill. This is what happens when you do this or try to go at. This is what happens. If you lose, you got to sit down for a minute. That's just how that works.
But he can't take the fact that
Little girl.
He don't,
Here's
know
the
how
thing.
to, he don't know how to lose.
Little girl, you lost.
he don't know how to chill because, like, when I first seen it, it was like I seen the drop. I was like, there's no way in. I don't think people know how much
100 gigs is?
That's not 100 gigs of music.
Man, cut it out.
That is not 100 gigs of music.
Cut
That's
it
a
out.
lot
Cut it out.
of fucking music, right? There's no way it's 100 gigs of music.
Cut it
right?
out.
And then it was like when people start posting clips of the shit, I'm like, oh, so it's videos and it's content. And when I seen what those clips and videos and content was, I instantly, because what I say in the chat, I was like, oh, this nigga think he's slick. He's trying to get people back to like, hey guys, remember me? Remember the old Drake? Because it's the video content is from the album specifically that people love. It's Early Take Care. It's Nothing Was the Same behind the scenes. When he first collabs with Jay-Z, what they were doing. 21 Savage. When we were doing that album, CLB, the original CLB, because y'all hated CLB.
Yeah,
so let me
I
give
remember
y'all the
you
behind
gave
the scene footage of what CLB really would have been. Remember this? Remember this, guys? It's me. And this is after he does because the Camila Cabello album got pushed back after fucking Not Like Us dropped and all that shit happened. That shit got pushed back. And you do the 2 songs with her. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't get the boost, right? So the labels are mad at that. Then you do the Gordo shit, and it's like, yeah, that shit is cool for what it is, but it's like that
Gordo
shit
slap.
But it don't hit
It ain't
the
gonna
same.
hit. You have to go away.
It doesn't. It's not the Gordo shit slap for that era in that shit in that space, and that shit is great. That's just not reaching top 10, top 20 Billboard. Like that's just not. Even if it does, it's not finna stay up there. That's not charting for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. No, it's not finna do that because people are like, nah, it's not the Drake I want.
You have to go away.
So
you go away, and then months later you drop like a 5 a.m. in Denver.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Just keep reminding people of, hey guys, this is
that is not the move.
This is the Drake you guys love.
That is
man.
not. The
I think Kendrick gonna drop this month.
No. Fuck no. For what?
Why not?
No. The answer will always be.
Why not roll this song into an album?
The answer will always
that's
be
gonna
why not.
no. That's gonna happen. It's just when the album's
gonna drop.
You can't do it next year.
No, it's gonna be this year.
Month, it's got to be this month or next. The song is on his last lap.
No.
It's not.
Hey, here you haven't listened to the pod.
Once the summer is over.
No. See, okay.
Marching band.
Hey, let me put you on game.
The marching band.
We've already saw the future of this months ago. Okay, sure. Summer anthem. What happens after the summer? Everybody goes back to school. These HBCUs
can't wait.
Homecoming is in what? October? September? Back into September? October? Now I drop it for Thanksgiving and give y'all what you need. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy move.
HBCUs are gonna be
and it's fourth quarter.
I never thought about the football season.
Yeah, you know they gonna be playing.
Not just This song has crossed over where it's not just the HBCUs gonna be playing this at their half times.
Notre Dame gonna be playing that shit.
Any rivalry game, any rivalry home that home crowd band at halftime is gonna be doing it, or it's gonna be weaved in there somewhere. You definitely gonna get some of that.
What happens after that? Before you get to Thanksgiving, as you gonna get the remix. The remix already done.
Well, you know what? The hook is gonna last forever. It's like win.
The remix though is gonna have East Coast on that demo. A rep from East Coast.
I don't think so, man.
I'm telling you.
If they, that would be crazy.
Then it turns into a self-destruction.
Well, no. It turns to fuck you, Drake.
No,
for real.
That's Touch It. You going back to the Touch It days?
Yeah,
Busta Rhymes, Touch It, Bring It, Babe. When it was a West Coast remix, a female MC remix.
If it wasn't a diss song.
Yeah, that's true.
I see it coming.
That's true.
I see that coming.
I think there's gonna be a remix.
It's my first time hearing this. I just found this. Watch this.
Got one more.
This is Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, 2024 Georgia Mass Band.
Oh yeah.
Are they outside or is it just a... It'll sound better outside. Yeah. That inside shit, it got it muffled. It got that. If it's outside, that shit smack.
But I'm saying they practice.
They practice it.
This is the mass band. You know what I'm saying? Like this is.
It's
starting.
Football game starting. Goddamn it!
It's starting, nigga.
I guarantee you, at Michigan, Ohio State, I don't know wherever that game is, whoever band is going to play that. Whoever the home team is. I'm just saying, like that shit is going. That shit is gonna keep.
That's the same one.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a time, man. Like, nigga,
Thanksgiving.
We're throwing out 100 gigs.
Right. No.
Like, what the fuck?
That ain't gonna get you shit, man.
That's what he was trying to do. He
knows.
I know. He knows because he know how that shit go.
Yep.
Man,
it's the same game plan he would do.
But you're trying to give Ack something to fight with. When Ack and Maul and all them niggas start going,
you need something.
Get him something. Be like, but did you see track?
The worst part is when you hear a motherfucker who is on his side say, "Hey," because it's 3 new songs on that shit, and it was like Latto killed him. That's not, bro. That's not
Latto killed him.
I don't. That's not gonna get me to be like. And there is a lot of music on there, but it's all rough drafts, demos, of shit you already heard.
It's nothing you need to burn
It's only
your
3.
Gigs
It's 3 new songs on there that are legit new shit that you probably that nobody has ever heard.
It ain't no scary hours.
No. Like if you haven't heard the shit with him and Benny, like I've been heard that shit. That shit's dope. It's a dope song, but it never came out. That's on there, but it's cool. But you know that was gonna be on the original CLB.
Speaking of the Latto,
that's what I'm saying. It was.
Speaking of the Latto, did y'all hit the Latto?
I did not hit the Latto.
No, I didn't hit the Latto.
New Latto. Sugar honey iced tea.
No,
Shit.
I don't be bumping Latto like that. I don't mind. Hit it like that.
Latto. What she talking about?
I think the album decent. I skimmed through it.
That's the name of the album?
Sugar honey iced tea. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You listen to it?
Did you listen to Ice Spice album?
Did you listen to it while you was cleaning up?
It ain't one of them albums.
What kind of album is it?
That's crazy, my nigga.
Don't make me
cleaning up the crib. Latto album.
I'm trying to figure
nigga,
out.
Did you just ask him?
I'm trying to figure out what even possessed this man to be like.
Latto album.
You know what?
No, I understand.
Let me see what's happening.
It's
no,
heavily produced. Like you can tell
she can rap.
She can rap like a motherfucker.
She can rap.
She
so I
probably
understand it. Yeah, she can rap.
She the best female rapper out to me.
But she's gonna do a lot of the female shit. That
I would say she's number 1. I know people gonna say Nicki and Cardi and all that, but I say out of the new artists.
I actually like Glorilla.
I like Glorilla too. I think
Glorilla can actually rap. I don't particularly like what she said, but I think she can actually
London.
rap.
What's London? What's the London?
I was about to say Doechii.
Doechii or Doja?
No, Doechii from TDE. Doechii. If you don't know, get familiar.
Yeah, she ain't
on
got
TDE.
enough out.
Yeah,
but
she does.
but
get familiar.
It's cool, but it ain't.
I know. I'm saying I'm not saying better music.
I'm saying my opinion.
You said rap better. That's the preface right there.
I don't think.
I didn't say make better music.
Nobody raps better out of the new female artists than to me. I'm not even saying it in a specific order. I would just say Latto, London. What's the London chick? It's something London.
But she's not really. She ain't in it. She can't. You
What's
can't.
her name though?
Lady London.
Lady London and
she's not really new.
Glorilla. Those are. If we do 5, then I don't even really know. I would say Mellow Bucks from Chicago, and then some. Then I probably go. I would say Doja Cat. Doja Cat.
But she ain't really new. But you gotta.
Yeah, I would say because
Doja.
Right. She's not new.
Doja is. You know what I'm saying? And Lady London ain't really new either because Glorilla and
Lady London, right?
Glorilla and Latto are still in their 20s. She's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't wrote a
rap
book.
To me.
Like she in a 30s.
Man can actually rap to me. I surprisingly like, but yeah, it's like I don't like her enough.
I just don't. You know, the only thing with Meg, I just want Meg to find a different pocket sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
that was the same thing with the baby. And
Latto
that shit worked. You know what I'm saying?
But it
they had that same problem with the baby.
Sounds different.
But he fucked it up. It wasn't the pocket.
No, the pocket didn't. You can't keep you. That shit.
Slap. You can't come out with the same slap.
Somebody else said that shit about what was it? The newer sounding music from like 2010 on is gonna basically it's gonna be an era that's gonna die out that's not gonna be repetitive in a mainstream the same way like people compare like bell bottoms are never gonna come back mainstream.
Right.
They may come back here and there in pockets,
right.
but
it's not going to be the overall.
Because fashion rotates like that. Because bow ties will be in and bow ties will be out. Skinny ties are in, skinny ties are out. Skinny jeans will be in, baggy jeans are in. Like there's certain things that'll come in and out. If
religion make bell bottoms part of their shit, it'll be right back in. That's the only reason bow ties.
Hey man, y'all gotta. Hey, give him. If y'all understand it though, you know what I'm saying? I get it. The man has gone through, you know what I'm saying? Hell. You know what I'm saying? And then to see your work, your craft, you know what I'm saying? That you can't say yay or nay to, you know what I mean? Get chopped up like that. And,
I think it hurts more because who he was writing about.
Hey.
That's
Tell the people
I mean,
what the fuck
honestly,
y'all
That whole
talking-
album.
Can y'all tell the listeners what y'all talking about?
well, JonB did not like the interpolation of his music, basically by Latto and who was it? It's somebody else. It's somebody.
Gunna and Chloe.
Chloe, my bad, not Latto. Gunna and Chloe. Just them using the music, you know. That's how he felt. I mean, I understand, but he has no control
He can't
over it
control
because
he don't own that shit.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So
so he can't clear it.
they don't know. I'm aware. I know Tim Kelly or Tim and Bob was a part of that one as well, right?
Oh yeah, they did the track.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I
produced the track.
play this song.
What an amazing
man.
track.
Come on, man.
To this day.
I play that song, and the guitar lick still has me in a chokehold.
The guitar lick
Yeah,
is
It's subtle too.
What song? Is
okay. So you heard the new Robin Thicke song?
They don't know.
They don't know.
It's,
His newest single, I have not.
yeah, it's.
Boom.
Come on, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it right now on this podcast. Like,
That shit is
listen
so
to
dope.
it. It has a bang, ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Bang, at somewhere. Look, it may not be exactly the same thing,
It's a
but
derivative.
Do that
Robin,
shit, dog.
it's
Cut
in
it
it.
out.
It goes
I ain't never
bang,
seen
ding,
this.
ding, right? You know, bro. You know, because you love that song, don't you? All right. Yeah.
As soon as
do.
it
I
come
love-
on,
and
you
I
know
love
what
your
it
song,
is. Grab that bra. Come here, girl.
too. Your songs.
That's one of them. That's
but-
one of them. Like,
Damn,
oh, damn, it's time to go home.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I see where you're
I
going
see
now.
what we're doing.
Come on.
Let me talk about shit. No,
I love
but no, it does get sampled every year.
Sure.
You know, by someone.
Does it?
Last year was Gunna and Chloe Bailey.
that's right.
They put that
Before that, I've never heard.
that Ratchet record out that I couldn't stand,
Oh man,
Ratchet.
and I wish they never did.
man.
Ratchet.
And actually never got my rights to do that record either. So we gotta
said that
holler
wrong.
about that.
Blessings.
You
That's
said
what
that
it
wrong.
is.
Some business shit.
No,
we
he
got
said
here.
that wrong.
Yeah.
But
Correct.
but
He said that for
yeah, I
for
mean, you know what?
podcast
It's all a
That's
compliment
right.
to what
That's
we
not
did. That's
correct.
Timmy
Nigga, you
and
don't
Bob
have no
compliment.
rights.
That's
But
a
wait,
big
wait,
compliment.
Here's the
it-
thing. He
is
may not. Here's the thing. There's, all right. People don't know it's 200% of a record when it comes to the publishing rights.
Uh-huh.
The producer get 100, right?
No.
No, it's basically the record company has 100,
Because they got to recoup whatever money they already
so they basically own 100.
everything
You
after
and the
that.
producer
Now
split
you got to
the
shut
other
down
50,
everything
right?
else.
You and everybody else that
Problem
writes
with
on
that
it.
is-
Now you can get into that other 100 in other ways, but yeah.
problem with
most
that
people
is
do.
he don't own none of that shit.
But has
All them songs that he wrote on that on that cool relax shit, he has Babyface and everybody else and chopped that
but
shit.
hasn't
up.
it
I
been
think he
30
has a
years though?
No,
35 too.
No, it has. No, that was
35.
97. No, it hasn't. No,
It's
he still got
35.
2 more years.
that's not 30.
It's 30.
Damn, I'm old. I'm losing my
It's still
goddamn.
not 35 years, David, but okay.
You need to have 35.
80.
I thought it was 30.
That would be like 80 something.
Oh no, he got to sit.
It would
and
have to
chill.
be the 80s.
He got to sit and chill.
Yeah. Now in a couple more years, I mean,
And that
it's
depends on how
running
your
out,
shit
yeah.
is. No, that's the thing. I just looked at it a couple of weeks ago. It's after 1971. Like contracts before 1971 automatically get the 35, but after 1971, you got
it
to
could
look
be in
at how you
perpetuity.
Okay.
how it's
It could be in
negotiated.
perpetuity, which a lot of contracts are in perpetuity.
I can understand that. He's not getting none of that though.
I think he meant
this
more
is pretty
like
clear.
blessing. They didn't get my blessing to do it.
See,
Yeah, I think
okay,
that's
then
what it
say
is.
that. No. I agree with you. Say that because when you say what he said,
He trying to
now-
say I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Now, someone who doesn't know words and doesn't know the industry and this and that gonna be like, oh shit, for real? You getting screwed? No, they didn't screw you over. You got screwed over years ago, bro. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
also
Say nobody came to me who I felt as though may should say something to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's really what it is.
But no, that's not what he said.
See-
Would you agree? That's not what he said.
That's not because you know what it is sometimes what happened in the industry when artists know, like, if I know that you're in a fucked up deal and I want to sample your song,
right.
I'll reach
Just out
out
of
to
respect.
you
Out of
respect because I know I don't really need your permission,
Right.
And then we have a conversation, and what happens sometimes is the artist, through their label, through personally, they may throw the artist some
A little,
extra-
you know what I'm saying?
a little something because
I feel
they know they're not gonna get
nothing
what
off
they
this.
deserve
I'm not gonna get shit off
of this shit and blah blah blah. Like that's the, and I think that's when he means like when you
I
say
ain't even
get
get
a
that.
blessing of no. I'm saying
okay.
off the back
Of
of
what the
off the
blessing
back of
shit.
you
Yes.
saying of they ain't really get my blessing.
Almost like you
And-
ain't check in.
because when he sits there and says this record been sampled multiple times, so you're
I'm still
not
trying to hear where
mad.
that happened.
No, but
Yeah.
it could be a couple. I mean, it could be a. Dude, to take a sample is not. That's not really that hard. Where
It ain't the boo-doo-doo. It ain't
yeah,
that part.
it can be.
It's
Yeah,
something
it could be a
else.
different part.
I
it could be
understand that
this.
part, but,
Yeah.
but y'all know me. My ears like that. I haven't heard anything that is
tell you
triggering
all
my
the
ear to
samples
be
right
like,
now.
oh shit,
It
they
could
took
be-
that little drum off. I've not heard.
You know
that.
what? It could be a commercial because nowadays we live in the era of you can Google some shit. So everybody, if I need to give rights to some shit, I'm gonna give the rights to the whatever it is beforehand. I don't want to get sued. I want to, you know what I'm saying? So it could be that, but a lot of shit do get sampled like crazy.
But he should know better. He can't be mad at the artist because they don't know who the hell. They just
But
get
no.
They just get a track.
That's why I say he's mad at the
He got to be mad.
the
at
pat
pat,
on
yeah.
the back
See.
that usually happens when the situation is
But see,
like
this
this.
is
But they wasn't
that's
informed,
old.
like,
That's
this
that's
JonB shit.
That's old school understanding. You know what I'm saying? With
I got
these new
3
artists
songs
and
that
these
sample
new
it right
understandings right now. What am I going to go talk to John B for? You know, John B. You know what I'm saying?
The song was sampled by
And Gunna he may have been in prison actually when the song came out.
Now,
By
back
the
then,
time the song
yeah.
came out, or just
I
knew something was
I give him
happening.
half a pass on that because he was probably incarcerated.
But Chloe people should.
song was sampled by SWV Can We featuring Missy Elliott. She Don't. It says Can We by SWV featuring Missy Elliott. While not a direct sample, the song interpolates elements of They Don't Know.
No fucking way.
She Don't by Lecrae features J. Paul, a more recent track that samples JonB smooth melody that gives the song a reflective tone, and then Good Girls by Joe Budden. This song features a sample of JonB They Don't Know contributing to the nostalgia.
That first
I do
one though,
remember
can we?
I do remember
that.
that.
That first
remember
that
the
first
Joe
one.
shit.
It could be
I
like
remember
a
that
little
was
song.
Yeah,
Talking about that first one.
the Joe shit.
Can we with SWV and Missy? There's no way in hell that sample.
That may be a new.
There's no way in hell that because
is
that
Can
came
We?
out before fucking John B. Cool Relax. That Can We Get Freaky was on the Booty Call soundtrack, 1996.
Is that the same Can We? Because you know,
It
artists,
is.
No, Javen. Do you know how many artists release albums that you may not know about this day and age?
Nah.
He said nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, nah.
Niggas still don't know. Rakim dropped the album.
Right.
That's 1996 Booty Call soundtrack.
When
They
John B
re-released it.
So John B.
Cool Relax came out in
before this.
1997. Cool Relax came out my freshman
album,
year in
but the
college.
song was
The song might have been out.
They don't know. No, nigga.
We can Google.
Hey, man.
We have the answers. We all have the answers.
Hey, listen to me, y'all.
Now, if he's, I don't know where he got what his source
This
is,
is
but
AI,
the source is
ChatGPT.
Hey, it's the source. Goddamn.
whatever his source is. That it could be a situation where the same things come out in the same year, but if you're looking at
They're wrong.
they're wrong.
Hey,
They're
look,
wrong.
you can go to.
I'm not gonna.
They're wrong.
Hey, look,
It
you
could be
maybe,
a month to
maybe
month
look,
thing.
if you go like to
Javen, all three of us are the same age.
They're wrong.
Hey, look, if you go to whosample.com,
Yeah.
they give you the exact.
That's what
spot.
I'm saying. Like,
What's up?
Yeah, right here, like this,
pink.
this right here.
Hey, no.
Hey.
I know my history is right. Booty Call came out in 1996. They put it back on.
That John B album came out in '96.
It did. Cool Relax came out in 1997. It came out in September of 1997.
JonB They Don't Know was released April 16th, 1998. It was the second single from.
I'm correct.
From the second studio album, Cool Relax.
I'm correct.
Wait, SWV song Can We featuring Missy Elliott was released on October 28th, 1997. It was featured on the soundtrack of film
Booty Call came out in 96.
So you mean John B sampled the other?
That's what I'm saying.
That has to
either
be,
way.
again,
That's absolutely totally incorrect.
No, so the
So they
source,
saying that
source
sample,
of information.
I guess probably that sample.
Oh, they
Neither-
both-
Maybe
So they
it's a
both
sample.
sample.
Maybe they both sample.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
sampled the same
Say
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Don't say this because I know my timeline.
But they just
very
saying
well.
these three songs use that. Also
Right, that
use that
same
same thing
song,
that John
whatever
B
that
had.
is.
Do you think
Fine.
Booty Call could come out now?
Fuck no.
If it did, what could you make it different? Because comedies are coming back. I believe comedies are about to come back soon. Soon. I think Christmas time. You're going to see
So
comedies.
Karens are going away. Karens are going
I
away
just
and
think
comedy is coming back.
No, I think that's going to be a way. A family comedy is going to be two things. You're going to see family comedies, and you're going to see comedies where drunk friends can go see.
Okay,
it.
so let's. What in Booty Call would be canceled today? Like, what's just the name or the premise of calling a woman for sex?
I think, yeah.
I think you could change that.
You could dumb it. You could dumb it down.
But I just wonder in general, could the movie be done again?
You could redo every movie. It's just gonna have to be
Just a little different, tweak it.
Even the Mac, all those black exploitation. You can remake it. It's got to be different.
That nigga said the Mac.
A lot of pimping going on. A lot of pimping and hoeing. It might be frowned upon, but I think if you could do Game of Thrones with people, sisters and brothers fucking and marrying.
Well, that shit's so crazy. But that shit is based on truth that people don't know about.
But it's also cancel culture,
especially not.
But I think you could do it outside, as long as it's not in the context of right now. If you do like this, is what they used to do a long time ago, like slavery, you get away with all that shit.
Or fantasy.
You know what I'm saying?
Fantasy is the best place to.
If it's not real, if you say booty call and then act like this is a real thing, you have to. I guess it's some suspension of belief, or you know what I'm saying, like reality or something. Like if you do it in space, booty call in space.
But here's the only,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's
like,
the thing.
Where it's not
only reason I think it could work because of OF. And if you do it off of OF and spin it that way, I think it could actually work for right now without it being a cancelable.
Make it satire.
Yeah. Because OF is a thing, and it's like if you know about OF and
you got to call it you can't call it booty call. You got to Netflix and chill or something.
Something.
Hulu and Hot Tour.
There you go.
Hulu and Hot Tour. They get right to it. They know what we're talking about.
Hey, look, you better go ahead and copyright that shit.
Yeah, that shit. It's gone.
Hulu and Hot Tour. Hell no.
Netflix and chill, you know. I think that's what the kids on now. That Hot Tour girl that took over. I'm sure all the kids.
Well, shit, now she's.
I'm saying with the kids now, all they talking about is Hot Tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got a little girl that's in school right now, you know how many times they hear Hot Tour a day? Like, that shit is just insane. Like, you used to be a slur if you sucked a dick. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, she sucking dick. Line up. Go to her house at 3 o'clock. Yeah, no.
Oh, man. Really? It's really like, that's crazy.
It was. Go to the house at 3 o'clock. You just don't want to be last.
No. I'm saying now with you said kids learning.
That's all they talking about is Hot Tour and
that's crazy.
You think they talking about Kamala and Donald Trump?
No.
Or the Olympics? Nah, I'm talking shit.
No,
I know you don't.
No.
You better put your girl in school next week. You better. She's
going into preschool.
I know, but that's the thing.
But what's funny is that
you're gonna be like, where you get that from?
No,
why are you talking like that?
Oh, my teachers.
That's the worst.
What's funny is
Shelby.
This, Ahmad can rap damn near full verses of shit right now. So like Kendrick's all right. He knows every word to that shit. I'm saying when I say every word, the niggas, the fuck yous, like every word
My daughter's.
My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gonna be all right. Like, that nigga is there.
Oh, you got a thug.
Yes.
You got a thug. You're gonna be like, we giving you a test tomorrow just for you. Since you know all the rap lyrics, you must know all the. You ain't gonna know. That ain't gonna make you look bad.
Hey, that's why back in the days they put all that shit in musical form. Oh, your states and capitals.
Yeah, I mean, no bullshit. That nigga,
like, what comes after A? B comes after A. C comes after B. Like that shit is that's a whole song. That's all we play in the crib. Only time I watch TV is really down here. Upstairs is all they TVs. Even when we got her TV in her room with her remote and everything, she still come out and be like, I want to watch. I'm like, you watching something in there? You watching? And you got the tablet.
It's got to be inclusive. No, I gotta.
I'm going in the basement.
The funniest shit is like the tablets. I don't know if y'all tablet can do it, but that nigga will grab the iPad and shit and just cast to whatever TV he walking around.
I don't let her show. I don't show her
yeah.
that.
Oh, well, he figured. Show. I didn't show nobody nothing.
I block. I got the shit blocked.
Yeah, this nigga figured that nigga.
You can hit the button 3 times.
I got this.
It's the only app you could use.
I'm good.
What's up with you, Akil? What's up with your podcast? What y'all got going on with I heard it's a podcast kickback. You going to that?
I haven't heard of it.
I think they just put out
podcast kickback.
Yeah, it's Larnell and Mila, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good way to promote your podcast and shit like that.
Just for creators to kind of get to know
It's
each
more
other.
like it's like a
Bounce
it's like
ideas
a
off of.
yeah, it's like a mix and mingle social event.
Everybody know of other podcasters, or some people only know the podcast they doing. They don't really know.
Right.
You know, so busy promoting it that you don't get to hang out with other creators or people that do what you do. So like you say, bounce ideas.
Oh, that sounds like a cool idea though.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at though. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's doing it. It's
the end of August.
yeah, it's in the like it's barbecue type, kickback type.
It's gonna be
in
at
the park.
Medley's barbecue spot.
Yeah.
Stony. So yeah, I expect to see you there. Look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, shit, that shit makes sense. Cause two people who do podcasts alone could be like, oh shit, we vibe.
Right. Or the missing part, it'd be like, shit, I be ready, but my partner, he work, I can't get to the equipment. It'd be like, I got equipment, but don't got nobody to. So it's like, yeah, you see what you need from where you need it from. I'm trying to find the damn invite. What's the name of your pod?
We 3 blocks from nothing.
Right. 3 blocks from nothing.
3 blocks from nothing.
How y'all come up with that name? Where did that come from?
Shit, we grew up like 3 blocks from each other, basically.
Okay.
It was kind of like something like that. Like we grew up
Alright.
3 blocks from
Put that collectively, it's nothing. This is nothing. It's just 3 blocks from each other. Nah, that's what's up. Who on the pod with y'all? It's you?
Me, my boy Dwayne, his brother Chris,
Okay.
yeah, one of my other boys, Joe. Yeah,
Damn, y'all got a 4 mic, 5 mic?
4. Yeah, we just shit. I met them in high school, so it was like shit. Sports, that's how you meet people. And then I moved to where they live, like high school, but I didn't know anybody in that area.
Mm.
Okay.
So it was kind of like we played football together. Then one day I ride the bus, and these niggas like, nigga, you live right around the corner from us.
Right.
So that's how that
Makes
shit
sense.
works. Yeah.
How often y'all drop the pod? Y'all once a month, once a
Right
week?
now we on a hiatus. Right
okay.
now. Don't ask me why.
That's how it go. Life happens.
Yeah, when you ain't young, you can do that shit. Just,
that shit.
you know.
That shit. Life happens.
Yeah, so.
Find the damn kickback. I guess I'll find it when we off mic. But no, I ain't really got shit else. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to get into, that nigga Javen had to step away, as he do every weekend.
As always. I hope nobody broke in the crib again.
No, I think his kids.
That's some fucked up shit. Somebody breaking.
No, it wasn't for
Well,
real.
no, it
breaking.
wasn't.
His kids tripped the alarm.
Yeah, tripped
the
He
alarm.
had to leave and show ID to the police and shit. I found the kickback. It's the Chicago Pod Kickback, Medley Grill, September 7th. So end of this month, beginning of next month. Put the mics down. Pull up to our first ever Shot Podcast Kickback. I meet the host of Latto Productions. And catch a vibe. Bring the whole production crew. We will have an alcoholic bevies, water. Bring a bottle to keep the community box cool. Yeah, so something to do.
Yeah, man. Shout out LaRon, man. Shout out Moo. Moo should be all right.
Yeah.
To those that don't know, Moo should be, signs are progressing well.
Yeah,
I would say that I won't put nothing else in the air, even though I've heard
He's going in the right direction.
medically that's the direction it's going. But yeah, looking in that direction.
Off the ventilator, breathing on his own.
Yeah,
It's always a good sign.
Yeah.
LaRon, all right. I'm sure he'll fill everybody in. He should be here next week if
Hopefully, man. Hopefully,
God
man.
willing.
Yeah.
I don't really got shit else, man. Unless y'all got something else y'all wanted to bring to the table, let the people know. Some shout outs.
Nah, man.
Shout out Morgan Park. Funky ass. Y'all finally over with. Jesus, every August this shit is.
It's just crazy.
How was Bud Billiken? Did you go or you just sat out front?
Nah, I sat out front. I sat in the crib, man, I got shit to do, man. I had to make pizza dough for my son. I had to make pasta for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do every week, man.
You don't put the pasta on the pizza? Oh, the pasta. Pasta
sauce.
sauce.
On the pizza.
Nigga, pasta sauce.
No, I'm making noodles from scratch. I'm making pasta dough. You know, my son loves pizza, so fuck buying pizza.
Yeah,
I make the fucking dough from scratch. My daughter loves fucking pasta, so I'll make the fucking pasta from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like every week it is.
Oh shit, man. Summer is over, man. It really is.
Yeah, man. Soccer about to start, man. Season starts. You know what I'm saying?
forward to?
Yeah, nigga,
Football?
I do look for it. Nah,
It's the
man.
wrong football, man.
Football is
I'm happy
man.
that summer's
Football's
over.
coming, man.
You happy the summer's over?
I'm talking about real football though, man. You know what I'm saying? No, that's American football.
World champion.
No, we're talking about. See, when you say football, you actually use your foot.
We do. We kick field goals.
No, you don't. You don't call those aren't called real football players. That's what's crazy. They ain't called real football players because they don't even want them in the real Hall of Fame. Give them their own separate Hall of Fame, right? They don't. There's not many kickers in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not real football players, but they're the only people who actually use their foot with. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Rugby's tougher, and I argue with any motherfucker that want to argue with me that it's not.
Why we don't have a national rugby team?
We do, but
they suck.
Yeah,
compared to the world,
the women,
that league.
the women are decent. The women are decent. They won a bronze in the fucking Olympics on a walk off. They're decent. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, I mean, just because you doing that shit with no fucking pads,
yeah,
that shit is crazy.
No helmets.
That shit is crazy.
How often they play?
Same
Once a
schedule.
week?
Yeah, once a week, nigga. They play once a week.
That shit is crazy.
They play once, but they're on. You know, their season. I don't think their season doesn't. It overlaps with American football or whatever, but they're on a European type schedule. You know what I'm saying? They play kind of like how soccer does. You know what I'm saying? Their season's about to start. You know what I'm saying? And
what y'all think this YSL trial? We ain't got it. You
throwing
think it's
that
gonna be thrown out?
shit out.
You think everybody coming home is gonna? You think they're gonna retry?
It's too much of a show.
if it's a mistrial, the reach fry here's the thing.
They got to choose to retry.
Yeah,
and that's why I say to you,
it's been a lot. It's been
so
a lot.
much. This
It's
shit
been a
has
lot.
been a fucking.
It's
they trying to throw
been a
out
lot.
Woody's testimony.
Yeah.
That the jury heard. How the fuck do you do that?
That happens.
Yeah, but not days. It'd be like that day, that last little thing, or from everything before lunch. Like to be like, nigga, I know this nigga now.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's one of the dumbest shit they say when you you attempt to, when the judge say, hey, throw that out in your decision. So what do you mean? Like, how do I just? Everybody can't compartmentalize things like that and be like, oh, okay, I heard this, but that can't come into play when it comes to what I'm thinking.
It means in the back when you give your reason for your ruling,
you just can't argue.
You can't argue with this. You know what I'm saying? Even though that is the reason why. So now you're looking at the trial, like, what can I use to point to that? Because you know what I'm saying? Like
But even if you take it out, like, all right, I'm not gonna think about it. Yeah, if you teeter in, you go. That's when it come back.
Yeah. You just can't. You just got to figure out a way to not use that as your backup as the argument. You know what I'm saying?
Like we seeing how much we see, and then how much is the jury. Like the way the cameras is, you can't see the jury. So a lot of times when they showing that shit, you don't know if the jury in there or not. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be talking, and it's like, I know more than the jury know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the jury that shit we seen in trials where they'll come back, and then they'll make a decision. You'll be like, how the fuck y'all come with that? And they'll be like, based on what we do. You'll be like, what? This shit been on for 6 weeks, and y'all only knew.
Also, you don't get to you never see physical evidence when you're. I don't care where you watching the trial, jury TV, whatever it is. You don't actually get to see physical evidence in front of you, which that part is.
It's like
they actually they actually get to see physical evidence and etc. Like they just started with what was the channel that shows all the trials?
Court TV.
Court TV. They just with a few. It took them a while to actually get access to show the video of whatever it is, because the reason is because if you're tainting jury, if this trial goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. If it's a mistrial, you need more jurors.
Yeah. So in order for them to show,
which they've already done with this, that's what they're gonna argue if they do a mistrial. It's like if we do a mistrial, we can't get no more jurors like this. Like at the point we had them sequestered. What? This has been 9 months, 13 months.
No, that's why the shit in China, the shit that China is trying out. I'm telling you that whole social score and the scoring system of citizens is something that it's an attempt to alleviate part of that, being that if we have a database to go back to, you did this, we can set you up for this, whereas we don't have to show everything. You see what I'm saying? Like we don't have we already have a database of you doing this, this, and this. So if we bring you forward, here, everybody can see that you
got
did
a social
this,
equity
this,
score.
yeah.
They were saying that they got it for everything for crossing the light. Like when you cross a light,
that shit
it's
is crazy.
It's face recognition and it's on your eyes and all that shit. So, say for instance, you one of them niggas that cross the light when it's red. You know what I'm saying? It's like it'll knock a point off. You know what I'm saying? And so like 5-10 years of just those little infractions, you go before a judge and he has a profile of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Not who you are in that crime, but just who you are. Like, oh, you are a nigga that takes shortcuts all the time. You the type of person. They have AI to analyze it. You know
And
what I'm
really,
saying? Just
the
like
real
FBI
shit is also too, like, for example, like to me it's good though to a certain extent because, like, for example, when you get on a plane with that, so here's the thing, like if you don't follow these rules, you're restricted. You can't fly.
Yeah.
Then you can't ride these certain trains.
You don't get
Then
you
can't
services.
get Uber or
Government
or
service. A lot of government.
Right?
You can't
know
get
what I'm
linked.
saying?
You won't be able to get
you
linked.
You can't get access to this. You can't get access to that. So it's like it's eliminating. That's what they on with that shit, which I can understand it. But then at the same time,
As the
it's
government
like,
and the administrative, I'd be like, yeah.
well,
making sure my resources go to who's good.
Here's the other part
Following
is
my
like
laws.
where are the lines? Because it's like if somebody else does this and because they're in this circuit tax bracket, the video isn't really watching them. So it's like it just opens up the
face
door
recognition.
to
It'd be like,
that
yeah,
shit
we
is
don't.
just,
But it's also the fact that countries like that ain't giving shit to the citizens anyway. So if you do anything to be like, hey, if you stand on this side of the line, you'll get something. But we already ain't getting shit. So it's like,
but when you say they ain't getting shit, and here's the thing that people have to say, that's a very socialist country. So they are getting a lot more in general resources than we are. So they're a socialist country, meaning that healthcare and basically, so they're living in a country where your healthcare, these benefits, that, like your basic necessities,
not free enterprise.
are taken care of in this sense. But you can eat every day. You might not eat well. But you can go to the doctor. You may not go to the best doctor.
But you going to their
You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is, anytime
that
if they saying if you do these things or if you stand on this side of the line of what we say, the line will be shorter for you. Period. You don't even know what the line is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, convenience over safety. You'll give that away to be like, I don't like sign right here. So you know what I'm saying? Like TSA, all that shit. I want to clear. I want to be able to go through. I don't want to stand in line. So if you could do that through life.
Yeah.
Hey, but is it a way for you to get your score back up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's a balance system. So if you do good deeds, if you do, because it's facial recognition. So if
help
you
a lady
do
cross the
shit,
street,
if
like
you,
that.
because here's the thing, this is also a place where, because the first time I seen this shit, and just because my kids was watching videos, and there was a little girl who walked to school every day. She was like fucking 3 years old.
Yeah, it's a TV
so
show.
that's the amount of cameras
it's
that they have.
Not even that though. It's a TV show in the little village. It's a TV show. I went in a wormhole. That's where I saw the facial recognition if you cross the street. But in the rural villages and all that type of shit, they have a show where they show their kids 2 and 3, and they send them to the store. Probably like it's less than a mile away, but it would say probably be like at the gas station or something. But they got to travel through shit, go across the street, cross streets, go, you know what I'm saying? And they give them a list of like maybe 6 things to get. So it's like get an orange, and you go through all the grocery stores. So it's like one thing out of every aisle almost. And it be shit they need at the crib. And she come back and they look at the list and see what they got right. They show how they crossed the street, if they waited, if they got distracted. You know what I'm saying? But
it's the fact there's that many cameras.
It's the TV show. If it wasn't the TV show, these kids can do this. They show them in the house working, like when they wake up, how they wake up, brush their teeth, put their clothes on, start their shit for the day, create a meal, make a meal for their little sister, feed the dog. Like they have a whole, and it's just like we're watching it as how the same way that you see little kids watching YouTube, watching kids play. We watching other adults be adults with they, you know what I'm saying? We as parents watching, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing as Americans. We are so consumed with other people's culture that we ain't learning from it. We just take it in as entertainment. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no lesson in it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody being like,
because
shit.
Here's the thing, like then you're now going counter to American culture. Because that works so well because of the socialism in it. Whereas we live in much more consumer capitalism.
We need more
space.
socialism.
That ideal won't really work over here because the idea of having your freedom of choice gets neglected in that space to a certain extent. It does. Yeah. But the thing is that your basic necessities are taken care of in such a way where most people, that's why they allow it to happen.
I agree. I think the individualism here is taking over too much. Like, we need that sense of communism in mindset, not in government. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't need the government, and I think the government has to do it because we're losing the mindset. Like, when you used to have those communities where everybody knew each other, it's like you go drive down the alley, you say anybody that's outside, you know everybody in this community. Now you don't even know your neighbor. Molestka, you got to look him up online, and if he is online, it's just stay away from that house. You don't even address him and make him move, or like that shit was powerful to some degree. Now, of course, it had its, but they only showing us the bad shit because it's still there. It's still happening. Like y'all saw that dude in government worker was trying to get people to vote in Virginia, Nevada, which is fucking crazy. Yeah. And all of them white people was like, you don't know where the fuck you at? You know what I'm saying? It's like, now that's bad because it's racist, but that is a sense of like, we take care of our own around here. You ain't from around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even slip in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we know you not from around here.
But that happens because of the system and how it's set up in a capitalistic way, that's a result of it. So it's like, you're not going to be able to change that capitalistic part of it and create the other side. Like, that's going to be impossible, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that the way the capitalistic system is working in the way it's supposed to work, because it only works if you got these people on the bottom. So therefore, capitalism does one thing. It's generally going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading and delete the middle class, because it starts off with the middle class and the idea that the middle class is the idea of sustainability, right? No. All right. Okay.
But I do agree that capitalism only gives you one thing. It only gives you a shot or opportunity. Like, it's the only system that you can be, your father is a nothing and then you could be a millionaire. That's the only system. Any other system, you got to be in the system.
But it only works if you have the high end and the low end. That's what it is.
I mean, that's how it's played out, but that's not how it plays out.
No, forget theory. That is how it works. If your theory plays out to this result every time, then that is literally how
it does. I mean, capitalism can't work without that.
That's the same thing that fascists said about communism.
No, well, like, I like the quote where that motherfucker was like,
because fascism is communism. No, but go ahead.
What do you say? Capitalism is the worst system in the world, but it's better than every other one.
That's not true. That saying's from a capitalist idea.
It's from an economist that wasn't from here.
But that's a cap again.
Look it up.
All right, man. Here's the thing, right? Communism as a theory and idea is the only way this thing should actually work, because you live in a communist world. Meaning that naturally the earth is communist, meaning that everything works for the other thing next to it. That's the world you live in. So that's the only actual thing that actually really works. Now, that idea gets corrupted by these other things, right? But the actual...
They can make that same argument with capitalism.
No, it doesn't.
Capitalism gets corrupted by these other things.
No, capitalism is based on capital, which is based on profit. Communism is based on sharing with your neighbor. Capitalism is not.
But you got to have it.
Sharing with your neighbor is how the world naturally works. Meaning that, for example, we hate bees. Bees get on your nerves. They do all this. But you won't have the flowers and plants and things that you have that make the world be able to be what it is, and you have the oxygen to breathe without bees. So meaning that's a communist world, meaning that everything works for each other. That's communism in that ideal theoretical world. Now, it's been pushed off as some bunch of other shit, but that's really what it is. It's everything works for each other. That's not capitalism. Capitalism is always going to say, hey, if you work hard, you can be up here. If you don't work hard, you'll be down here. It's always there. It's not, that's two opposite parts working for each other.
But one doesn't produce millionaires.
Okay, great.
That's the problem.
Again,
where somebody can become a
I understand. That's great.
Like,
okay, that's great. I got that.
All that shit is theory. Like, yeah, we should be able to.
But I'm saying,
wait, let me finish. Let me talk. I'm saying that if that's cool until somebody else gets more. Now I want more, and now we go to an individualist. Like, it's cool when we in the village and we all pulling from this tree, and it's like, hey, you grabbing too much fruit. We got to leave something for the kids. They waking up in a minute. Like, that's different. But once it gets out of hand, and it's like, this nigga's hoarding. And he's legally doing it by means of his bloodline or whatever the fuck you want to say it. And it's like, all right, we all just going to accept it. And now it's like the 2% start becoming the 90%, the 10%, and now the 10%. Now we got to come up with a system.
But that's capitalism.
That's
no longer communism.
That's what I'm saying. It goes from that. When it goes from the person that is like, all right, this tree is in my backyard. I was sharing with y'all and we hit famine and now I'm not sharing with y'all. And it'd be like, hold on. This nigga got the 10% got 90% of the wealth now. Even if it's just a fucking apple tree, they have 90% of everything. And now all right, how can we get it? And now they say, all right, you can work to get into this. And that's capitalism. You have an opportunity to make more and get out of this system. That's what I'm saying. You will never become a millionaire in communism because we all just sharing.
But why are you trying to become a millionaire?
I get that.
That's only a capitalistic idea of attempting to do that.
We're past that. That's saying why you got guns. We got guns now. We ain't walking back guns.
I'm asking why you're past that. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not. I'm not asking why.
Because that's when I was born. I was born in '79. It was here when I got here. That's why it wasn't communism.
So it's communism.
Not in '79. Not here. Not for me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. So go with theories. Do you think capitalism is a lasting system?
No, in theories is great, and that's what I'm saying.
Do you think in actuality capitalism is a lasting system? Forget theory. In actuality, is capitalism a lasting system?
No, because of human nature. Human nature is going to hoard. Human nature is going to take.
So why would you support something that isn't lasting?
It's no. I thought you were saying it was communism. With communism, what is
no?
That?
I said capitalism. Is it a lasting system? Capitalism.
As long as I've been here. It's
been. Right. So you talking about 30, 40 years? You talking about 40 some years?
It's been here as long as I've known.
40 some years.
As long as it's been invented, it's been here. It ain't.
So that's a couple hundred years.
Right.
So communism actually ruled the world longer than that.
Yeah, but
but
it failed. Capitalism didn't.
So for a couple hundred years,
either way, talking about failure. We're talking about one that failed and one that didn't.
No, we're talking about something that lasted for thousands of years.
Nigga, and failed. This still is going
for a couple hundred.
It's still going. We don't know.
For a couple hundred.
Right, but it's going
for a couple hundred.
It's like LeBron and Jordan. It's like LeBron and Jordan. He's not playing anymore. We don't know when he's going to stop.
Steve,
right? We can't count something that hasn't stopped.
You're arguing for something that lasted for a couple hundred years versus something that is ingrained in the system that lasted for millions.
I'm asking
no,
a question.
It's not.
Is America not the greatest country in the world?
No.
It's been here for 200 years. It's the baby. It's the little brother of everybody, and we're the biggest. So no, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. We're still going.
What's your metric?
Because we're still going.
What's your metric and greatest?
We're still going.
What's your metric and greatest?
I live here.
That's okay. That's the point. Okay, all right. That's cool.
I'm gonna start there. Like,
that's your metric. Cool.
I'm on their airwaves.
That's not a metric.
I'm using their fucking fit. Like, hey, y'all are the greatest for allowing me.
You still haven't given me a metric. You still haven't given me a metric, but it's cool.
I am.
No, you haven't. That's not a metric. No, it's not. It's not a metric, but it's cool that you're defining why your position.
Tell me
but
why
you
it's
haven't
not.
given a metric.
Tell me why it's not when you know nothing else.
That's the definition of your position.
Tell me why it's not.
I do know something.
Where else you lived? When you had a citizenship, where else?
I need a citizenship to have understanding.
Yes, this is the greatest country in the world that you've ever lived in. So where's the country? What country have you lived in that's better?
It's the only country I lived in.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean it's the greatest.
So how do you know
that's not the same argument?
Make the argument.
I'm not making. I'm making. No. I make an argument that.
How is this not the greatest country in the world? Based on what? Your metric of what?
Metric of what makes it great. I'm still asking what makes it great. So you have to define that before I can tell you what I think is great.
All right. You're going to do this loop.
Yeah, because I'm good at it, nigga.
I know my math, and then
nigga.
I say, what's the square?
All right. You really think you can back me in a corner and I can't box my way out? Nigga, I'm Floyd. Nigga, what are you talking about? You talking, I know, I'm Floyd.
You said, no, it's not.
I backed my fucking way out of a corner defensively. I know, I'm good at it, nigga. I'm Floyd. You can't back me in a corner.
Y'all hear it.
You can't back me in a corner.
I'm not trying to.
I try to put you in one and you try to back me out of. I know, I'm Floyd.
Okay, so You're saying
No, I'm not doing this. We can keep going. We're not doing this, Steve. We're not doing this, Steve. No one wants to
heard it. You made a statement that you can't back up.
I can't, Steve. We're not doing this because there's
several statements. I love to end it on that.
No, there's several statements that I approached you with that you never fucking covered.
I said it's the greatest country in the world.
There's about a million statements
because it's the only one I know.
There's a million. There's a million statements before you said that.
Name one.
I don't remember.
Okay,
and the listeners do.
You're backed in the corner if you don't remember.
No, I don't. You are, because I said the listeners knew. And your response is, you backed in the corner. The listeners know. I wasn't backed in the corner.
You said this is not the greatest country in the world.
Yes, it's not. We can move on. I'm not about to do it. We're 3 hours in.
No, we're not.
Yes, I'm not about to do it right now. It's okay.
I know. All right. Cocaine bowl on the table at high school.
Oh, stop. No, not with my name.
You said you was there. All right. How we getting out of here? What did I fucking come in with? I forgot my fucking again, shout out Moo. Shout out LaRon. All the ladies listening to the pod.
You did come in something mellow.
I don't want to be. It'll probably be. Probably after all that yelling, it'll probably be nice. Y'all will be like, what? All right, man. Episode 241. We out of here. You got anything?
Check out the shit. I'm forgetting 3 Blocks from Nothing podcast. We ain't did shit in a minute, but the